stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel with open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know my time. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. No, never. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm gonna wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a break for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your goal.
Last time, DB. Hey, cause the devil is a lie. Hey. I'm telling you the truth. Hey, it's all in what you do. Hey, some things you gotta do. Hey. We started the stream early, man, because we saw the guests in here early, so it's okay. Pile on in, man. Pile on in. DB, what's up, man? Mama call him JP. We gonna call him JQ. And March 5th is what? 2 days away. We get part 2, man. What's up? Love is the word. What's up? Cletus, aka. Oh, we got G Brown, man. Fat Cat. What up, Patty Dean? What's up? What number is that, man? You still ain't told me what number that is. If you have, I forgot, man. My bad, my bust, but it's okay, man. I know we super early, but it's okay. Well, we only 2 minutes early. It ain't that bad, man. And without further ado, man, the queen of the hour, the queen of the hour, the queen of the hour, the queen of the hour. How you doing, man?
Hi, how are you, man? You got me up late right now. Past my bedtime.
Hey, thank you for coming in, man. I didn't know how to introduce you. You have like 48 titles, and I was afraid to pick just 3. And you're like, but hold up, I'm this, I'm that. You know, welcome to the show.
Man, thank you so much for having me, man. You got a whole vibe going on over there. Yes.
Real quick.
At the end of the day, I'm called a human being, man, going through this journey and just trying to share everything I'm learning through the journey, you know?
I totally respect that. And before we jump into this, I got a question. Are you left-handed?
I am left-handed.
Left-handed. Okay, and the reason why I asked you, because you've been in so many different facets in terms of artistry. Is it true, or is it a myth that softpaws move differently with their brain?
I mean, I don't know. I've met some amazing geniuses who are right-handed, and I know some amazing geniuses who are left-handed. I think we all have some form of creativity in us,
Uh-huh. Undercover billionaire, $100 in a city you've never been before.
I never even heard of Tacoma. That's the crazy thing. And, it's like this whole thing was happening. I'm in the helicopter. I'm being mesmerized by the ocean, the lakes, the rivers, the mountains. And then they drop you and it's like, here's your $100. Give us your phone. Give us your credit cards, your ID. They hand you another ID with a fake identity on it, a used vehicle. And they're like, so what are you going to do now? It got real quick.
Right, didn't it? What was the first thing you saw after?
Church.
Why church?
Well, I had watched season 1 and I saw Glenn resorted to, sleeping in his car. And all I could think about is, man, I have $100. This is not even one night at a hotel. And I'm a woman and I didn't want to show my only option and my only alternative to other women to sleep in their cars. So I went to what guides me every day, and that's my faith.
Your faith, absolutely right. Did you have any reservations about like, man, I done built all these empires, and now they handed me $100? Did you have any doubt in terms of like, could this be a gift and a curse type of situation?
Man, all of those things.
Absolutely.
I think every second, even after I said yes, because I thought about it for a really long time. And even after I said yes, once I was there and once it was happening, I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, why? What is this? Why? I'm super competitive, but that's not what drove me to say yes to this. And so even when it was happening, I was still every day, I was like, why are you doing? Like, girl, this is a lot. It was a lot. And I know that we're so accustomed to like scripted reality, but this was actually a docuseries, and they truly were just there to document whatever decisions you made along the journey. And it was really overwhelming. Today I watched episode 8 that's up, and I'm still trying to deal with the side effects of I went through such an intense challenge, and I was lying to people for 90 days. It was super intense. Like sometimes I couldn't even look at people in the eyes because I'm like, I'm lying to them.
And what's some of those lies you had to tell besides your name and
my name, what my situation was, why I was there? That's the biggest lie, right? That city, Tacoma, was truly a really kind city. And they were helping me out of the kindness of their heart. And it was because they actually thought I was really in this situation. And technically I was, but if I wanted to leave, I could have left too, So it technically really wasn't the situation. And so, but I'll tell you the truth, a few days into it, it wasn't about the challenge itself anymore. It was truly about that city. I fell in love with Hilltop. I fell in love with Tawana Nobles, who's now the senator there. I fell in love with Mayor Victoria Woodards, like the people there, everyone. It's just a dope city.
And I watched a few interviews with you with Grant Cardone, and y'all doing group interviews and stuff like that. Could you see when you guys are in your private moments versus your public moments? Because we'll get to the Until Freedom segment. The privilege. Could you see it in the conversations in the private moments versus the public moments on your journey? Okay.
I'll say this, when I did the interview you're referring to before the show came out with Elaine and Grant, that was actually the first time I had met them. I didn't know that anyone else was filming, as they didn't know anyone else was filming. So this was our first interaction. And to tell you the truth, I never really, when I step into a room, and in that particular case, a virtual room, I'm never really looking at the audacity of people. I'm always focused more on, how can I contribute personally? How can I add value to it? And this is what I know. 4 people have done it. We all had 4 different approaches, and we all have 4 different stories. And, for me, Grant is like the adult kid, and by the way, I think most of us operate in life like that. We pretty much are shaped to be whoever we were at that worst childhood trauma until we fixed that, right? And so the challenge itself was it was a real challenge. It was super traumatizing. We had different styles. I'll say that.
Toughest moment there.
The toughest moment, that's a good one. The toughest moment was the reveal. Was the 90th day when I'm asking all of these amazing people to come together in one room. And I was afraid to walk out into that room. The producers are like, you got to go out there. You got it. I didn't know if people were going to be angry. I didn't know if people were going to feel like I took advantage of them. So I literally kept stalling to go out there. And it was the most emotional experience. I can't wait for everyone to see that reveal because it actually is really special.
Why?
But it was the toughest moment. That was the toughest moment.
Why?
Again, I had been lying. Right. And I came into a city with its own right was going through their own situation on top of, I came into a city during a pandemic.
Right.
So you have to think about that. I'm looking at this room full of people because it was a room who showed me and extended me true kindness based on my story. And, you know, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, they were being human. That's the way they were able to even be in that room because some way they helped this journey of mine. So I was afraid that they were just going to think I was being selfish, that this was about a TV show. And for me, it wasn't about a TV show. It was so many layers to this. A Black woman, Discovery Network, the largest educational platform. I needed to change our narrative and what they see of us on TV. Women were still paid less than $1. You know, I was literally carrying all those burdens. And so on that day 90, I didn't know if they were going to understand the why. And there was actually, you know, you'll see it uncovered, but there was someone who just wasn't happy about it. And I had to work that out.
Along the journey of researching you, I find it was a lot, man. It was a lot. I've been on this thing for 3 days, you know, and along the journey, how do you balance your grace and your vigor? Because I can see it in your interviews. Like you're talking about your businesses and then you switch. You talk about parenting. And I'm like, how that duality exists in you?
Well, I think first it starts with survival, right? I think that I was raised by a single mother. I was the oldest child. She really instilled in us to dream big and that we weren't our circumstances. So anything that, you know, I was a mom at 18. You know, so there's you can go two ways with that. And I was determined that I was not going to be a statistic. And, you know, I came from growing up in the projects. And the more access I started receiving from education, etc., I was like, wow, this is really about a zip code thing. And, you know, this is about a privilege thing. And so for me, it's always been to whom much is given, much is required. And for me, I compartmentalize things. I don't overwhelm myself with it. I'm more of a solution person. So I'm able to pivot based on the problems that I'm trying to solve versus kind of becoming the victim of the situation.
Right. Definitely. And we talk about solutions. How do you navigate someone wanting to share narratives and lead them to solutions? That's the problem I'm having on this platform. Like we argue and we debate every night. And I'm like, man, just get to the solution. What's the answer? You know, how do you, because people are in love with narratives.
So I'll tell you how I do that. I shut it down. You know, I tell people all the time how much we all have the same 24 hours.
Right.
If you start paying attention to your day and if you recognize that 10 of them hours is talking, then you need to understand that you're part of the problem too. I think that we do entertain too much conversation without execution. And I've always been a doer. And so my thing is, how many times are we going to talk about the problems? Hello, people, we all know the problem. But what are you going to do to be a part of your own solution first? Because if you don't fix you're going to keep talking about the problems. It starts with you. And so for me, it's funny that you asked me that because I do this on a daily basis. I shut it down. And it's no offense to anyone. It doesn't, I even say this, it doesn't mean I don't care. But how long do you want to talk about this without actually changing the situation? And I personally I can't engage in that. My children need me. I need me. My family needs me. My companies, they need me. And so at the end of the day, it's truly about controlling the conversation.
Right. And you terms and you spoke of solution until freedom. Own money, own ideas, got a super team on it. Why?
Well, so Until Freedom, I'm the board chair. The 4 founders, Tamika, Mice, Angelo, and Linda Cesar, those are 4 of the most incredible human beings. And I feel blessed that I've been able to be a part of their creation and their journey. I believe in all things equity and equality. And I'm grateful that I was able to kind of bring in the voice of, okay, this is great, but now we need to create it as a business. Because even not-for-profits are a business. And so, I love them. I really do. I love being a part of Until Freedom, and they're going to continue to do everything they can. They're going to die doing this, fighting for all of our rights.
Wow. What is Until Freedom?
Until Freedom is a social justice, civil justice, all things injustice. They focus on criminal justice. They focus on the political, getting the bills. They worked really hard with a lot of other teams on, the Breonna's Law. We're going back we'll be in Kentucky on the 13th for a couple of days. They're all things equity and equality and dealing with a lot of the systemic things that we're all suffering. I think that the most ignorant, people don't understand that when one group of people are oppressed, everyone is. Everyone is suffering the side effects of what this nation was built on. And all of us need to participate in some form of equity and equality for people, for all human beings.
No, and you're absolutely right. And you're big on equity. You're big on ownership. And before we jump into that, I hear the word pivot a lot in your interviews, especially one interview. I was like, man, she's saying pivot a lot. And coincidentally, that's Patty Dean, the producer you've been conversing with. That's her favorite word of 2020 is pivot. You know what I mean? And you've had a lot of pivots in your life, my heavens, and quite successful. Can you define pivot and speak upon your most momentous pivot that you've made?
Pivot for me means flexibility. It means addressing the moment right then and seeing what direction you need to go in. We all had to experience what we were going to do in a time like a pandemic.
Right.
And, if you pivoted properly, you were seeing the glasses half full, even in trauma. So for me, the reason I throw the word pivot out so much is because we've been conditioned, whether it's through our elementary educational process, that there's only one way to win.
Right.
That there's only one winner in all of this. And so we've also been told we can only do one thing. And I don't believe in any of that. I believe we can do whatever we want to do. Just be kind while you're doing it. Be conscious while you're doing it. And I think that when we create these roadmaps of saying there's one type of success, think of the trauma that gives to everyone else.
Right.
And so for me, the pivot is always about being the best version of yourself. And what does that require to get you to that place?
Right. And can you speak upon one of the biggest pivots you've had to make?
Yeah, man, all through my whole life, I'll think of like a more recent one. I think that, right before COVID, I hiked Machu Picchu. And when I was on top of that hill, I said to God, listen, I truly want to be the best version of myself. And that biggest pivot for me was at that moment when I left the old me there, whatever that may have been. The good part, the healing part, and knowing that when I came down, that I wanted to approach life with understanding that it was okay with everything I went through because it made me who I am today. But it's also okay to be the new version of myself, because that peace that I have now, no one can have that. Not even my children.
So true. Equity versus equality. Which is first?
They go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. Elaborate.
So for, if you don't have equity in something, you can't understand how equal you are. Mm-hmm. Right? If we're still making 63 cents as a Black woman to the dollar, right? How do you even know that what you're doing is worthy? And how do you know you're worthy? If everyone keeps telling you like numbers, we're talking hard numbers. This is not made up. If I created Rain Ventures to deal with the equity and equality issue on funding, the stats are still the same. They're down. Less than 2% of funding goes to women and people of color. So for me, equity and equality, why I like to pair them together is because if I understand that I am equal, right, then I understand that I have all the equity that I want to. And but again, that starts with self.
Right.
I think people kind of equate it always to a monetary perspective.
Right.
But you're gonna win. You're gonna learn lessons. But at the end of the day, when you walk in whole, that's a different story. That's a different understanding.
What's walking in whole?
I'm
ready for the answer. I'm ready for that.
Fear, baby. Faith over fear. We are all created equal. We come in the same. We going out the same. We have to be okay with understanding that we're flawed. One of my biggest accomplishments that most people will never know about is learning how to be my most authentic self and embracing that. To me, that's walking in the room whole. I can't help where I came from. I can't help what I didn't have access to. I can't help the family line that I came from. I can't help that I was the first generation college student. But it's all okay because I deserve to be here. And in fact, I'll go create my own table. How about that?
Right. And speaking of elevation, how do you I'm not sure if the word is compartmentalize or manage the lower frequencies?
Well, first of all, I choose not to be around those.
Okay.
And, it's funny because I was working on this thesis when I was creating this concept of the art of collaboration. And do you remember that T-Mobile campaign where they had like the circle, you were in the middle and then they had the 5 circles, right? And they were
and your network, build a network.
Like, you get easy access to this 5. It's going to be so simple for you to talk to them, so seamless. It's actually based on a science theory that we're the sum of the 5 people we spend our time with. So on a regular basis, I am analyzing who are my 5, both personally and professionally, because that's going to tell you a lot about yourself. And I choose to be around like-minded people. Not saying that we don't need encouragement, but I'm going to tell you, I'm around the people that see the glasses half full. And I think that if we approach life with understanding our like our environment and who we're choosing to have conversation with and fellowship with, man, life changes when you start changing your environment. And those are the things that we can control.
Yeah. I actually have in my notes for you, your network is your net worth. So that's pretty funny that you I have it right here in my notes. So that's pretty. Angel investing.
Yes.
I'm just jumping all around because you're so talented. So you're an angel investor.
Well, I started off as angel investing and then turned into a VC. I was I love to challenge myself. I like to sit in that place of forever student in life so that, again, I never forget that I came from the projects.
Right.
And I think about all of those other people that I grew up around, and that society says because of where we grew up that we weren't as valid. And so when I was getting my master's, I was introduced to angel investing, and I became super active and started seeing like, well, wow, no wonder we're not in the boardrooms. No wonder we're not making C-suite decisions and getting into those positions. we don't invest early. So we don't get to vote. We don't get to create and say who's going to be the CEO and who's, and make sure that the structure from the ground up is inclusive. So for 9 years, I just started getting involved in it. And then 3 years ago, we created Rain Ventures.
Been quite successful.
Yeah, now we have a $50 million fund, and Bank of America announced that they're our anchor, and we have some really great LPs. But what makes me so excited about it is that we get to deploy $50 million into Black and brown founders and to women-led companies, and really change this narrative, and get this ecosystem shifted a little bit.
Right, that's a hell of a task.
Listen, I'm actually in a fellowship right now for 9 months on VC, on venture capital. Yeah.
Wow. When did you, from a mindset perspective, goes from I can invest in myself, I don't need no other investors? Like it seems like as I'm again, like going through all your stuff, I'm like, she bets on herself, and even if she doesn't have it, I don't know if you've never had it, but I'm just saying, even when she like I know, I was setting you up to respond, and like you're gonna go get it.
Listen, from a very young age, I really understood no one comes to save you, right? God has given all of us the God within to kind of direct our path, and I'm grateful that I had a mother who kept me in the library. We didn't have much, but she took us to museums. We were always at a free festival, learning and taking in culture. And even though we weren't traveling the world, it felt like we were traveling the world because she exposed us to so much free, just access to a lot of things. Plus, I grew up on the East Coast. So we had New York, we had DC, a lot of culture, a lot of life. And when you're exposed to possibility, like my mother exposed us to that, it was always about how big can you dream? And yes, I a lot of times I didn't have, but I was like, you keep going.
What was the light when you had a child at 18? What's the light, the light at the end of the tunnel you saw?
Making the decision that I was young, but if I was gonna bring a life into this world, that it was no longer about me. And for me, that was like that extra spark. And so that's all I needed, really. Children don't ask to be here. And my mother and my family, they were just such great people, lots of love, lots of nurturing. And I just honestly just wanted to make sure that I could offer him something more than just, you had a teen mom.
You got a quote that says,
oh, Lord.
Racism.
Research, baby. You did your research.
I have to. You know what I mean? Racism's been earning billions of dollars. Don't ask us to solve racism. Those are two separate quotes, but in the same in the same train of thought.
Yeah. I mean, we built this nation.
Yeah.
Right? We're hundreds of years behind from legacy, from wealth building.
Right.
That was built on our ancestors for free for them at a cost to us. We're still suffering that cost, right? And so, literally oppression, racism, classism,
right,
trillions of dollars. It's what it is. And look at the resilience that here we still stand, breaking barriers. I feel good about the consciousness of the millennials, the consciousness of the Gen Zers. I've always been a conscious capital type of girl. Now that I have the maturity and the wisdom to be able to verbalize it, it feels good. And I also like to hold people who don't look like us accountable.
Right.
I'm glad I'm at the stage in life that I'm on the other end, and I can say to them, well, what does your team look like? How many women do you have? How many Black people do you have? How many people of color do you have? If, you know, that's stuff that we have that power now to ask those questions, because inclusion is the right thing.
You you said you like being the first, right? You were the first college graduate and so on and so forth. And now you have the power. Do you enjoy that as much as well? Like knowing that your signature changes lives?
Well, I don't believe I change lives. I believe that God uses us
Sure.
so I will never sit with that type of confusion in my life. But what I do like is that I have a value system that I do believe is putting human kindness first, community first, consciousness first. And you can't go wrong when you're operating in love in that way. So to me, if that's the power, yeah, I'll take that every day.
Reparations. What does that look like?
They can't afford it.
You're absolutely right. They can't afford it, man. That's true. So, I'm sorry.
You know, when I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I walked and cried on Black Wall Street.
I said, can you imagine that?
Well, let me tell you, when I walked that street and I was so present, and you could just feel the energy there. And I kept walking, and I came across this monument at the end. And I was like, what is that? And it was all these names. And so I started looking at it. It was all of the businesses of our ancestors that had paid in full to be productive business people, their insurance policies. When I added up that total of paid in full, what they should have received back, I believe it was at like almost $4 million or something. Do you understand what that would be today? Let's just start there. Let's see if we can get that back to those families.
Right. And the expansion of that, like, you know, the compound interest on that $4 million in terms of capital and land, you know?
And what was so beautiful to me is that so many of those businesses were owned by women. So when we talk about equality and partnership with us as Black men and Black women, they exemplified the example. That's why it was so dangerous, because the beauty of Black men being kings and Black women being queens together in a community was scary to them.
Right. It's funny because as a child, you know, you listen to the Gap Band growing up, and then as I got older, you realize what the acronym stands for, and you're like, damn, it's funny how my growth has to be self-taught. You know, it's like they give us the bare minimum in schools. You know, I saw you post Malcolm X and his quote, but like my learning and my application, I don't think I learned application in college and grad school, but in life, the gift of application, the wisdom of application seems so powerful. And as I journey through your Instagram posts, I see a lot of application. And where did that come from? Was it mom? Was it projects? Was it college? Was it USA Today and getting the top spot? Where?
I honestly think I'm still a work in progress. So I think that I'm learning it every day. I think it started at home. You know, it started with my mother. I remember being a little girl and I came home talking about Rosa Parks, and my mother was like, sit down. And I believe it was Polly Murray, or she's like, she sat on the bus before, like, you know, so she always forced us to go past what was being presented to us.
Right.
You know, she'd be like, oh, so this is what was said. Well, go find out. Or I say, Mom, how do you spell this word? Here's the dictionary, look it up. Right. You know, so my mother she never just gave us the easy answer. She made us sit down and intellectually research stuff. My mother was a researcher, and she liked us to provide different ways to get to the end result. And so I'm grateful for that, because I've been able to apply that in life. But it's, you know, as long as we have breath in our body, it's the continuous evolution of ourselves, and hopefully in the right direction.
Is the internet the new potentially be the new Black Wall Street? Because I heard you say everyone should have e-commerce or some form of social media. Can that be a vessel? Can that?
Yeah, well, the way I feel about social media, right, is that first it should be controlled. And secondly, I think you need to use it in a way that empowers you versus you being pulled into it. Because first, everything out here is not true.
Right.
And we see that every day, rumors, and it multiplies in a ridiculous way. Before it was the telephone, and really small. When it comes to social media, it's a tricky thing for me. But I do feel like any type of business that you create, you have to be tech enabled. You have to. You do have to learn how to communicate with your potential consumers. And whatever you're presenting on social media, you need to understand that that's the perspective and the perception that people are getting about you.
Censorship. You have any stance on censorship? You said controlled, so
Well, my thing is that we are our walking billboard.
Sure.
So when you get into everything we think should not be said, I don't believe in just responding emotionally. We have a 24-hour rule in my house. Let's talk about it. One person gets to talk about it. The other person needs to receive it, right? And you need to think about it.
Yeah.
And I think that I wish we had to practice that in this digital space that we live in, because people are just saying stuff. I mean, I was listening to some audio on something that happened on Clubhouse. We're out here behaving very emotionally and reckless. It's ruining lives. It's ruining lives. It's inviting feds. It's inviting the police. It's inviting all of this nonsense. And so I do wish for us to understand our power of self, the control of our tongue, the control of our thoughts. It's a mindset. For me, everything's a mindset.
Absolutely.
How was I going to be a millionaire if I didn't believe I could be a millionaire?
Right.
Like, Monique, you're not a billionaire. Why you do that show? Because I'm going to be a billionaire. Like, come on, guys. You got to walk. You got to know what you're doing. You got to claim all of this. There's nothing more special from between me and you. Like, we all have the same gift. Different skill sets, that's different. But we all have the gift of life from God.
Well, we got some quotable moments tonight. I tell you that.
You bring it out of me.
We gonna be trending. When I chop these videos up, you might be trending in about 10 days. DB, what's up, man? The greatest co-host in the world is in the building.
DB, what's up, DB?
I'm feeling good, Queen. I'm feeling good. I don't use that word loosely. When I say Queen, I mean it. What does Idlett mean?
Idlett, it's French. So my whole name, Monique Renee Idlett, it's French. My father was of French descent. He was French, Cherokee Indian, and Black.
Oh, man, I have some ties to the French culture. As a matter of fact, my favorite restaurant is French, called Jock in the Box. You ever heard of that?
I'm glad you got some comedy relief right now. Y'all got me up at 12:30 at night.
Yes, indeed. We do what we can, man, to keep you entertained. Listen, I was having a conversation with my good sister, the Queen Patty Dean, our producer, and I was asking her this question the other day, and I want to ask you, how do you propose that we close the racial wealth gaps?
I mean, did you just see that number? What was it, 17,000 and then 171,000? Black family wealth right now is at 17,100, where the Caucasian wealth is 171,000. Here's what I'm going to say. We have, as a culture and a community, we have to collaborate. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. When I was in college, there was a group of us, and we were talking about going in on doing an event. And I saw in the conversation where we're uncomfortable asking for money. And then when I got to USA Today and I'm seeing that's all they do. You got 5 on you got, and then they put their money together and then they're buying land. I love what they did in Atlanta, that group of those families that bought all that land. That's the only way we're going to start increasing our wealth, and we're going to have to start doing it through the collaborative effort. We have to get back to trusting each other. And we have to get back to understanding that what does it matter if you have 100% of nothing?
Wow.
So the steps are, what I'm hearing is doing things in unison, doing things together and trusting each other. But what are some of the other things that we can do? Like, do you think there's something in particular? Is it more people graduating? Do you think it's more people not going to school and starting a business at a younger age? Like, what do you think?
You know, for me, I think it starts in the home, right? I think that one of the best skill sets that we have as adults is we're able to identify character traits, skill sets in our children. And hey, you're going to be a dentist. We get them on that path right now when they're a child. I was really fortunate that my mother saw business skill sets, entrepreneurial skill sets. And so from middle school on up, she always had me in a program that elevated that curiosity out of me. We have to stop putting this pressure on our young people that you're only going to be successful if you do 4-year college. You're only, this roadmap that has been passed down to us that isn't even valid. We can't tell our youth that to go $200,000 into debt at 18. That might not be their journey. Be okay with it. Support what our young people love, what they love about themselves, and nurture that. We can't even get to the other part of it until we start getting back to the love of who we are as a culture. Not the stereotypes, but our strengths. We are a loving people. We are an accepting, not tolerant people. We have so much to give, but we haven't learned how to give it together. And so it's hard for me to say what our success will be when we're not even understanding our own success in our homes. And we're not telling our young people it's okay that you want to do this versus that. I have 3 children. All 3 of them are different. I have to mother them differently. There isn't just this one path. But I do believe, by the way, do we even know our neighbors' names? I can't even get to the monetary part of changing our legacy until I get back to will you stop stepping over your homeless neighbor and your hungry neighbor? Why are you walking with throwing your empty bags down on the floor? Because you done eating the food that you took 1 bite out of. But you rather throw it away than pass it to someone that needs it. But we got to get back to this foundation first. You can't build anything on a rocky foundation. So that's why I don't like to talk about money, because money is paper. I like to talk about the behaviors and the patterns that can get you to a mindset of wealth and legacy. I wish the entertainment industry would do away with the cars and the jewelry. What are we chasing? We need to present truth. We got to get back to the truth of what these situations are. And it does start with knocking on your neighbor's door and introducing yourself.
Yeah. Did your drive come like after college, after children, or after reaching like an all-time low? Where did you feel like something kicked into the second gear?
As a kid, instead of going outside playing with my sister and our friends, I would dress up in my mother's clothes and I would make a desk and I'd be running my business. And my sister, I would barter with her. You work for me and I'll do your chores. So as a kid, I don't know. I just was like, I like this. I want to use my voice. And that's kind of just the journey I've been on. I think that every stage of my life with each adversity, you just find the drive that it has to be better. And that you have to make it better for the people coming behind you. And what that looks like is never giving up. So every day my drive might be something different.
You mentioned the jewelry, the cars. how do we get reacclimated to self when they believe that in order to have self, they must have the Rolls Royce and the and everything else that comes with it, the beautiful women, the 14 chains, you know.
And by the way, there's nothing wrong with nice things, right?
Oh, yes.
So that's, you know, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that what we are idolizing and what we think success looks like. Right. And the only way to do that is to change who the rock stars are. You know, why did I have to be 40 something, almost 40 when I met Lonnie Johnson? Why didn't I know about Lonnie? Why weren't we making him the rock star? You know, and why did we let a whole media let us, when we did find out who he was, why were they only talking about Nerf guns? That man owns 200 and some patents. He helped spaceships get up there. You know, like we have a responsibility as our culture to highlight past Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Rosa Parks, but in a collective voice where we're and I do believe that is happening. These millennials no one's playing. You know, they're introducing a lot of our history that many of us just didn't know or was denied access to. And so, I believe that if we start adding to the rock star roster of what that looks like, then now people have a lot of things to look at as their possibility. And you can't be what you can't see.
Speaking of the millennials, when George Floyd, Breonna Taylor protests happened, I actually went to a few, and it was kind of like, when, not comparing, I'm talking about my mindset.
Right.
When Malcolm went to Mecca and he says, I never knew. I was with my boy Tyron Brown, and people in the shop know who Tyron Brown is. I was with him and I says, Tyron, you see what I see? I had no idea. It's funny how socioeconomics plays a huge part of division in this country, man. And I was sitting there like, damn. I was flabbergasted at the fact that this Mexican man, Mexican woman, white man, Indian man is literally standing side by side, me, echoing similar pains.
Oh, yeah. You know, my mother is Greek and Russian.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother used to get arrested for being the white woman protesting. Mm-hmm. You know, so I grew up in a household where we were required to march. We were required as her children to be NAACP members, you know, at the youth division. So we grew up around all of that. And here was my mother, who is a Greek and Russian woman, but she told us as children, you are Black. I'm raising Black daughters. And you need to know that, and you need to understand that. I'm so grateful for that. I deleted the Twitter comment, but it was a Caucasian woman who was raising a mixed girl. And she's like, why don't you ever say you're white? Well, I'm sorry. There's no street I've ever walked on where they confused me for a white woman. And by the way, my white mother raised me as a Black woman. But what we do know is that, especially the Asian community right now, is, you know, all of the hate crimes with them. Classism is real. Racism is real. It's real.
DB.
Yeah, I noticed too, also in some of the posts and also in your interviews, you used faith a lot. You said that you have faith. Do you have faith in your work ethic? Is it your skills or your team? Like, what exactly do you mean when you say you have faith?
Faith in God, faith in God's purpose for me, faith in a higher being than myself, faith in my family, faith in my team, faith in the community of supporters that I've chosen, you know, to have around me and that I've been blessed with in my life. Faith on I have faith in the future. I have faith in even the person who may not have made the right decision yesterday. I just like to have faith in humanity, man. We gotta know that there can be something better before it can actually happen.
Right. So what does it mean right now to be a Black woman in America in 2021?
As beautiful as it's always been. I'll say this, you know, more aware, more conscious to make sure that we aren't okay being the one in the room. As a Black woman, I like to make sure that I answer every other woman, especially young Black woman, you know. As a Black woman, I have a responsibility to be the best example through my behavior and my actions. And hopefully everything that we're doing now changes the path for my daughter, for her daughter, you know, and all the generations to become after. What it means is to, you know, to continue to lead with love.
When Donald Trump left office and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came into the office, with Kamala Harris being, I don't know, some people say a Black woman, some people say a woman of color. Did anything change in your heart?
About what?
I don't know, a Black woman being in that position of power.
Oh my goodness. I mean, first of all, she's the first woman, period. That's, you know, my expectation of any leader doesn't change based on their gender or their race. You know, we have a lot of work to do. It's a blessing. It shows the power of voting. I hope that was the message to people, you know, that you can't really complain if you're not going to actually be a part of the change. And you have to, our people died, literally got murdered, died so that we could actually have this right that a lot of people just weren't choosing to exercise to use it. And so for me, when we see a woman like her who has been a politician, who has worked her way up, that makes me excited. That lets me know that my daughter is like, yeah, I can be that if I want to. I think we need all of these great examples. Now, the accountability to the administration shouldn't change.
Right. Yeah. So right now, and I know we're talking about doing things together, and we talk about, you know, pulling each other up. So who are you pulling up or mentoring right now? And also, how do you choose who you give that information and energy to?
I try to give as much information to whoever needs it. I answer all my DMs. Doesn't mean it's right away. I do the best that I can. I believe that if a person is willing to open their mouth and ask for help, and if I can do it, then I try to do it. And if I can't, then I try to direct them in the way. But I mean, we mentor. Rain Ventures mentors. I have always believing the foundation. You know, every day for me is about receiving information and giving it back. It doesn't mean it's the right way or the only way. Just what I do feel like I have an accountability to share whatever information that I may have to whomever wants it, and they can do with it, you know, what they choose.
Are you looking at the chat, by the way? Can you see the chat?
Oh no, I can't see the chat.
Oh my heavens, they going ham in the chat.
They need to ask some questions. Let me
see. They are asking questions. They are.
Oh wow, yeah, that's what's up. What's up, everybody?
I'm saying you getting. I've very seldom. I've never seen. Never.
No, Jack. All right, I see you.
They like you need to bring her back. Amazing. This is the type of woman you marry. Thank you, Queen. I mean, I'm like, gee, you need to see this.
You know, I had it on the private chat. I didn't see the. I was like, oh, they must be asleep too then.
Music is okay.
You got to read through them. Can you see them now?
Yeah, I can see them now. What's up, Nate Johnson? I love this. Like, to me, this is what drives me.
Oh wow!
Like, whether it's one person or 1,000 people, what drives me is to see the curiosity of us as human beings. Because what that shows me is that we all just want to be better.
Right.
Right.
I know I do everything. I definitely don't. I haven't accomplished everything. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I like that I've made mistakes that I'm able to share in hopes that someone can take that and apply it to their life. But I keep young people around me. I hire young people. I have interns that are young, and we don't use titles. I don't care about none of that. How can we all contribute to get to the best solution and the best execution? That's what I care about.
Get them, girl. Yeah, I want a personal question for me though, and I don't dig too much, but where does a man fit into your life?
You know, I'm gonna be so honest right now. When I got divorced, that was the hardest thing personally. You know, me and Tim neither of us believed in divorce. We didn't really have, you know, when you're married to a #1 producer, there's not too many people willing to tell him too much of anything, and me either, right? They kind of just go with the flow of things. And so I don't know that we had people who were capable of helping us. And when you have the stress of building together, working together, and living together, you know, we didn't have the wisdom to understand how to navigate through this system. So I took a couple years to heal. Because I love to be in a relationship. I love love. I don't like to date. In fact, I've never really dated like that. And so what I didn't want to do was take my hurt self and keep hurting myself. Because if I'm hurt, then I'm definitely going to align myself with probably the wrong type of man. Or I wouldn't be able to see clearly. And so the last couple of years has been all about healing, finding out who I truly am as a woman. I've been taking care of humans since I was 18, and I'm an oldest child. So my whole life has been about be the one to make the right decision, be, you know, all these things. And so the last couple of years has been about loving on me. And I just told my executive coach yesterday, you know, I'm going to have to be intentional with my personal life now. So I think I'm gonna start that dating stuff up. You know, we'll see how that goes.
My brother Jarvis asked the question. He said, "So, are you done healing?"
Yeah, you know, I am. I feel like for the first time in my life, I've accepted myself. I've accepted the things that I didn't. You know, I was sexually violated at 10 years old. You know, you don't really know how to navigate. You're never the same. I was forever changed from that moment on. And so when you're able to put it all out there and to truly, truly heal, yes, I'm so healed and I'm so thankful to God. But the condition with that is you got to lead with God now.
Right. Thanks for that. Thanks for sharing that with us. Also, one of my brothers, Kenlon Jones, asked, he said, can you ask her what equity looks like for the Black community?
When the Black community understands their power and their own wealth, and when we come to, it bothers me that as a culture, we keep looking for validation.
Oh, God, come on. Oh, man. I'm like, fuck them.
We are equity. Every conversation I have now, I'm trying to help every human being, no matter what race they're from, no matter what class they're from. Until you mentally accept your true power, there is no human being walking this earth that will be able to hand it to you. It does not belong to them. It belongs to you. I think we've complicated this with the history because it's a complicated history. The reality, though, is that we have to take our power back because we own our power. If you don't believe you're valid and you're worthy, no one is. So stop looking for validation. The validation is already within. God gave us life. That was the validation.
And you talk about ownership, music industry. There's this awakening of owning your masters and no more 360 deals. Can you elaborate on the importance of ownership and masters and Nipsey Hussle. I'm from Los Angeles, so Nipsey Hussle spoke about that so eloquently in Mailbox Money, stuff like that. But and even more so in his real life. Can you break that down in terms of the music industry? And
Well, I actually personally feel like it belongs to every industry, right? Because no matter what industry you're in, there's someone who's taking the big check and throwing out the crumbles, right? So for me, it's always been, what sacrifice is the receiving end willing to take and make? Do you want that money right this second? Or do you want to understand the business model? You want to be given the fish, or you want to learn how to fish? And so, when it came to the music industry, first of all, it starts with contracts. Don't sign your name to something you legally don't understand. It is a binding contract. And you better know that it's a partnership. It could be good or bad. But just because they said it doesn't mean that they mean it, because when it's on paper, that's what they actually mean. And unfortunately, artists artists have had to sign because that $50,000 sounded really good at the time. And I would say to everyone, when you're going into any type of deal, please make sure that you're not entrusting another human being to understand what your life is now being obligated to. And when it comes, it's in the publishing, it's in who owns the song. That's where the money's in the royalties. So when you think of a song, the music producer automatically owns 50%. Now you start adding some writers in. Now all the percentages is going down. And so in that contract, who owns it? And oh, by the way, who's controlling your marketing budget? That's a lot. That's where a lot of the artists got tricked, oh, you spent $5 million in marketing. The artist didn't even know that they were spending $5 million because the label was making the decision. Oh, and who's marketing companies? Wait, the executives at the label own the marketing companies too? To me, it's always about knowing the business model. And it's not about being angry. They just did business. It's just business to them. We have a responsibility to understand what we're signing. And when you don't be afraid to ask for help. That was one of the biggest lessons that I was hoping people got from Undercover Billionaire, is that I truly had never met any of these people. But in 60 to 90 seconds, I told them exactly what I needed help with. And I wasn't embarrassed to say it. I think we've been taught that we have to be buttoned up. We have to know everything. I don't know everything. I still don't. None of us do. That's the beautiful thing about it. But you can navigate through a system to learn. And we should all be curious enough to learn our life, for sure, especially what documents we about to sign.
Right. You mentioned education, and you used the term bumpers in one of your interviews. Can you talk about like how we go into a deal ignorant, and us as elders, shall we call us elders? I'm 43.
Older than you.
Yeah. The bumpers in our community.
Well, I believe in a bumper system. And I believe that, I'll just say, like in our company, right? We make sure that for Rain Ventures, we have someone we are strategically aligned with for marketing. We have someone we're strategically aligned in PR. All of the different areas of our life, personally at home. If something breaks on you mentally, who you going to? How are you keeping your physical self together? How are you keeping your spiritual self together? I think we have to start looking at us as a whole, from a holistic perspective. And so when I say put up the bumper systems, that means creating a community that no matter what is happening, they're able to push you back along. Because we all need those bumper systems. You know how that little bowling, I remember when I started bowling, I used to have those little guardrails up. That's all it is. And by the way, but it doesn't mean that just as the ones that need help, we have an accountability to be a bumper system for someone else too. It can't just always be about us as individuals. It has to be about reciprocity.
Right. DB.
She cold as ice, boy.
Yeah,
You see what I'm wearing, though, right?
Lower than a polar bear toenails. Oh
yeah.
You know what? I'm excited. I'm happy. You know, I wake up every day. I'm like, man, I got life again. Yes, thank you, Lord. What we gonna do today? You know, I kind of just attack life like that. You know.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
We gotta get her out of here, DB. Yeah.
All right, I got two quick quick ones for you. If you were a rapper, what would your rap name be?
Mo Money. No, everyone calls me Mo. I don't know what my rap name would be. I don't know.
No, that's a good one. That Mo Money is a good one. Good. No, but you seem so focused. What's your advice?
I love to literally shut down and reset. I love watching documentaries. I actually just got done watching one. That's kind of like, that's my piece. Reading, watching documentaries. I don't watch fiction, so and I don't read fiction. So I just love to kind of just, you know, nurture that curiosity in me. I love hiking. I love being out. I'm an earth sign. I just bought a farm, so I'm about to get into farming now. You know, I like being peaceful. I like a vibe. Give me my music, my fresh food. I'm good.
Okay. Well, yeah, just so you know, I'm a Leo. I'm a type, so I'm left-handed just like you.
Well, let me tell you something, DB. My mother's a Leo, and I'm a Taurus, and no.
Just like that.
Well, DB, you can be born again, though. You can be born again. You know what I mean? Just go to the first Christian church you see. You know.
She did mention faith earlier, right? She did say faith,
yeah,
right?
she did mention faith. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, thank you all for what you are doing. Like, thank you. You know, my very first job outside of babysitting was at a barber beauty shop.
Oh, no.
I used to go every Saturday, 6 a.m. to like 12 o'clock. I used to earn $20. And boy, that was the best $20. But the conversations that would happen in the barber shops, right, and to see this authentic environment, this comfortable vibe, this stuff is so important, man. Thank you. Thank you for what you all do.
No, and it's all love. And since this is a boxing platform and you in the executive branch, do you know Al Heyman?
Yeah, why do I know that? Oh, is he from? Wait, no, where is he from?
He's a music executive guy that got into boxing. He's
G Roberson from hip hop.
Yeah, he does the tours and stuff. Like he has.
Yeah, I think his business partner was G.
Okay, probably so. I don't know.
I always dealt with G though. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious. Okay, because he manages a lot of boxers, and this is a big boxing platform that we have here. So, but yeah, man, it was
Muhammad Ali. Did you watch the One Night in Miami with?
I did.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, one of my best friends is Sam Cooke's granddaughter. So we always have amazing conversations about what it would have been like to be around, you know, that movement.
Nah. Do you have aspirations of doing movies? I have that in mind.
You mean from a production side?
Yes, from a production side.
Documentaries telling the stories. You know, one of the things that has saddened me is that the business side of the entertainment world. There's so many amazing, talented business minds that just get overlooked. And there's so many parts of our history that the stories aren't told. I would love to do some dope documentaries. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Great to see him. And appreciate you. We're DB and actually doing I can't say it. Dang, we live. I was about to let the cat out the bag, man. We do it. No, we doing it.
DB, I can't hear a little bit, man. Y'all got me out here.
I can't.
Hook me up, trying to put me up. Like, I'll take it.
I almost spilled the beans. You'll see it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm in your DMs.
You'll
You heard that, Patty.
Yeah, man.
I'm actually heading to LA Friday.
Oh, well, he lives here.
Oh, for real? Y'all are mess. Y'all gonna have me calling into this show once a month. Y'all are fun. This is the fun part.
We live. No, we live and we get it in. And yeah, we do. I mean, it's fun because I built this space because similar to you, I had an awakening like at 35. Ooh. You know what I mean? And in terms of just being 35, 36, somewhere, in terms of just being my authentic self, right? And this platform is all about authenticity, right?
Really? So I didn't even know that.
Oh my heavens. Oh, I'm about as raw as they. I'm the rawest guy in boxing in terms of platforms. Like I'll tell a fighter he ain't shit. In terms of his talent. In terms of his talent, not in terms of
right. No, I know what you mean.
And or he's had a great job. He's a great father. You know, this platform has raised money for I mean, so many things. Like this is a real community. We've done community outreach. We've done so many things on this platform. And,
yeah, you'll have to let me know how I can continue to support, because I like this. This is good. This is what I'm talking about. Changing that, you know, who people are paying attention to, what stories are being told, and how we're communicating it, you know?
Right. And yeah, I mean, more than welcome. And we'll figure that out as we move forward. And I just want to give you your roses, man, because I had a great time. I had a really awesome time.
Thank you so much for having me.
And you know, the funniest ever is, PPD can attest to this, Patty Dean. We had Ilyasha Shabazz on here, Malcolm X's daughter. Mm-hmm. I haven't had that much fun researching since I was like, man, it just kept going and going and going and going. I had tons of fun, man. I'm glad I started early, you know.
No, thank you. And I hope the lesson for everyone is that don't ever get stuck in anything. Yes. Know that you can pivot. That word pivot again. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like, it just shows that I'm just curious enough to try it, and I believe I can actually do it. It does, you know, even if I'm not quote unquote qualified, I will make sure.
Yeah, truly appreciate you coming on, and
everyone have a great night.
Appreciate you, Mrs. DB.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate you. Thank you, DB.
Bye bye.
Appreciate you. Oh, what's up, DB?
Wait, hold on. Let me finish typing this in her DM real quick.
You funny, man. Oh man, that's funny.
You know what's so crazy?
What's that?
You know, PPD. You know, Patty like everybody, right? She just got that spirit. She like everybody. Everybody love her, and she was like, "I love this lady." You know what I'm saying? And so I was already feeling like it was gonna be good. But man, sure enough. You know, sure enough, this was great.
I knew it too. I knew it when I was doing my research on it. I'll tell you how many pages of notes I have on it. I got 1, 2, 3, 5 pages of notes on it, and it was so much fun. And her firmness, I was like, wow, okay, she's strong. Like she's totally strong. And shout out to PPD, because PPD actually DM'd me her about 2 months ago. Yeah, we've had her booked for about 2 months, huh, PPD? So yeah, shout out to PPD with that, man. And yeah, man, I love the authenticity. Authenticity was amazing. You know.
Yeah, I'm a sabotager. So when it comes to women, I'm looking for the reason, like not to dive in. You know, I'm like, okay, let me see. Like, where does she stand with her roots with Black folks? You know, let me see where does she stand with her faith? You know, where does she stand with her intellect? Where does she, you know? And I'm like looking for stuff. And I'm like, man, you know what? This woman didn't have too many, if any, chinks in her armor. So I love that, man. You know, that gives us a reason to salute. Like I was saying too, and so you know this, I don't like calling everybody queen. I might call somebody, you know, mama, sis, you know, loved one or something, but everybody don't get the title of queen, you know, until they show something that they deserve it.
Right.
And
right.
I say that with a big salute with my left hand too. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw style. Bam.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
No, that was totally fun. And
yeah,
man.
And in the chat, the chat just saw a pretty face too, and it took everybody a second to wake up after like 10 minutes, and it just shit started rolling. They was like, wait, hold on, she legit.
Yeah. And the same thing I tell PPD, I was like, the universe is attracted to you. You know what I mean? She has one of those similar spirits where like you're gonna appreciate one of her frequencies, you know, like it's that's just it, you know. So and thank you, PPD. I had tons of fun. Yeah, that was a great hour. That was an hour well spent.
Yeah. That was, man.
And it's funny how the chat responded to her higher self.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, like how they was.
That's those 5% in here. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
That's that 5% in here. Boy, them smart ones.
Yeah, Jarvis, poor Jarvis, didn't make the cut.
Oh, yeah. JJ, you listen to this dude, man. Look at him. Look, he was like, "Do you know Al Heyman?"
No, the reason why. No,
I
I was actually gonna go. If she knew him, I was actually gonna talk about how they do great business together because I know she's in. I wasn't going from a negative respect. I was going to elevate. Like she wasn't in that space. How the hell can I have a negative conversation with her? I wanted to like bridge that gap. That's what I wanted to do. I swear, that's what I. Oh yeah, I'm talking to you. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. Like I want to talk about like how they do great business together because I know they've done business together. So because
I'm just Reggie Owens and you.
Oh, right, okay. No, I wouldn't. I would never do that. Not what she's spitting out. You know, not what she. No, I would. No.
Look, they go Reggie.
Oh, Al Heyman. No, I actually wanted to highlight the greatness of Al Heyman. If she actually had if she actually had a relationship with him, I wanted to talk about building black wealth, and you know, because that's what she does in real time. So, you know, so that was cool.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah. So Monique, did she say it was Idlett, right? Not Idlett. Idlett.
Idlett. Yeah, Idlett. Because I put her.
Look, you've been trying to say it for 2 weeks. Now you finally got it. Huh?
No, you know why? Because I put in all I had to do was put an apostrophe in my notes. I put an apostrophe in between the I and the D, and that's how I got it. Yeah, that's how I remembered it. Idlett. Yeah.
You was enunciating, huh?
Well, I had to. I mean, the most important part of it is their name, you know. So I never. Yeah. So I don't come in. Yeah, like that. So.
No, yeah. Fred is you know what I mean? He a top journalist. He know what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I got to.
Yeah. I don't doubt a question, bro. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. What did you say? Highlight the great Al Heyman and then kick it down to Snoop and kicking them buildings in New York.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Actually, Snoop is on her board. Snoop, I didn't even get to that. It's in my notes. Snoop is on her board, you know. So he actually donated money and is on the board. So we didn't even get to that. So yeah. Next time maybe she'll come in a couple months. You know.
Yeah, we can get it in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Channel bro. Hey, so I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. I'm gonna put it in the chat in a second. But yeah, what's up with boxing, man? You said Floyd. What did you say?
Potentially. They're gonna move.
Y'all ready to switch to boxing now? Y'all ready to switch to boxing? Y'all ready for some boxing talk?
Yeah, we can always come back. We can go wherever you want to go. But yeah. Floyd, he may be fighting at 140.
Yeah, this threw me off because what's his damn name? Mario Barrios isn't a champion, is he? Or is he holding one of those secondary or one of them
on
secondary
so many different levels? This is a piece of shit ass nigga. I mean, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Floyd is a piece of shit ass nigga. Leonard Ellaby is a piece of shit ass nigga, and clip it and send it to him because you don't feed a fat kid cake. And I'm talking about disciplines. You keep that kid disciplined. You keep that kid hungry. You know why Customato was so great? Because he starved Mike Tyson. He starved him. And he kept him hungry. Some people have a temperament like that. And I think Tank is that kid, you know, It's just beyond me that you would take a 5'3" kid. Tank is literally 3 or 4 inches shorter than me, y'all. I'm gonna call it a buck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm a little guy. So, and to take him up to 140 and pay him $3, $4, $5 million and then tell him to go back down to 130? Oh, you tripping. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop acting like we're just yeah.
So is that Tank asking for that though, or is that Floyd and Leonard?
Well, you can totally tell it has Floyd written all over it because it's a Latino fighter. It's a Latino fighter. You understand what I'm saying? Floyd seeks out Latino fighters. You know what I mean? That's the game plan. They overlook Devin. They overlook Teofimo because Tank can make a fight with any one of those guys. I mean, let's just be perfectly clear. He overlooked everybody. Shakur Stevenson, Tevin Farmar.
When you say he can make a fight with any of those guys, you mean the so-called 4 horsemen?
I'm even beyond the 4 horsemen. Shakur Stevenson, Tevin Farmar, Jojo Diaz, and I'm just using these names for namesake. They overlooked all those guys. Oscar Valdez would fight him because of the money. But I'm saying they overlooked all those guys to put him in the ring with the 140 guy. I mean, that's Chris Colbert. I mean, it don't make sense to me. I hope that this is just a rumor. You know what I mean? I really pray that this is a rumor because if you take this kid to 140, good luck getting him back down to 130. Good luck. Good luck. And I mean that. Good luck. Y'all niggas are gonna act like this is a normal move. No, you like, and the reason why I know this because I'm referring to my kids as a school teacher. I knew some kids I couldn't tell a joke with them when they first walked in the classroom. I know I had to be Sergeant Mr. Hawthorne. I knew I had to be. And there were some kids I knew I had to hug. So Tank is not the kid where you come in and you crack a joke. No, you got to be Sergeant. You got to be Joe Clark on that dude. Even if it's a catch weight, the guy said he didn't feel good at 135. He's had his 2 best performances are at 130. Leo Santa Cruz, Jesus Cuellar. Those are his best performances. Period.
What's Tank's best quality in the ring?
I think Tank is an intelligent kid. Tank is highly skilled now.
No, I know. What's his
Oh, his best. I got to pick one.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I have to pick one.
Right. If you just picked one.
His intellect.
Over his power?
Yeah, over his power.
Okay. Would you say power is second? Don't overthink it, bro.
No, I'm not overthinking. I just don't want to lie to you.
Okay.
I think he has real good ring generalship too, because he's front foot dominant, but he doesn't fight he doesn't over pursue. Like, he has great ring generalship too.
Okay.
It's probably 2 or 3. 2 or 3. It's 3. I would say power 3, ring generalship, and intellect. Yeah.
Okay. So even with him being short for most of the divisions that he's in, just because he's a short dude, wouldn't that play into his strengths though? Like being an intellectual fighter, having good ring generalship, and which comes from having power, so you can stand your ground and bully foot guys. So I think it's kind of like a Canelo move, right? You go up and then you pick a stylistic matchup that's good for you. I agree with you. It's going to be tough for him to go back down and to not 35, but maybe to 130 after ballooning up or maintaining his weight for a while. But I mean, isn't the same thing Canelo does? Go up, you take a belt or a piece of a belt from, again, a good stylistic matchup, and then you come back down and Now you are a 3-division champion?
Floyd said JV belts don't matter. Fight Gary Russell, man.
No, I agree with you on that.
No, I'm just answering you. Like those Floyd said there's too many belts. Now Tank is a 3-division champ with 2 JV belts. Man, they ruined his mindset. Tank in camp trying to make making 140. Oh man, come on. He like 10 pounds. Oh shit. I'll repeat. His 2 best performances that I've seen. Knocking out Cuellar in the 3rd round. I'm going off the top of my head. So if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. 6th round, Leo Santa Cruz. Those are his 2 best performances that I've seen. They were both at 130. They were both when he was in the camp. It seemed like he was in camp forever with Adrian Broner because every fucking day they were on TV. On the internet. It was almost nauseating to see Adrian Broner and Tank in camp together. You understand? And it's like they was in camp for like 4 months, it seemed like, right? And Tank Davis in camp too. It was nauseating, wasn't it? It was between Ellie, between Coach Floyd going live. You know, he was in camp for a long time, and that's the best Tank Davis that I've seen. You know, those are the 2 best Tank Davises I've seen. And it's not by accident that they both at 130, excuse me.
Fred, we just had a major, I don't know if it was a breakthrough, but we got a major moment in the barbershop right now. Mike Weary the Great said, I agree with Fred.
Oh, man. Oh, he's sick. Oh, he's sick. Oh, he's super sick. He got Corona. He got Corona 20. He got the new strand. You know what I mean? He got the new strand. Man, you sick to the motherfucker, man. Man, you better go straight to the emergency room. Don't stop, nigga. Run all red lights. You might not make it. But yeah, I'm a man of practicum. You know what I mean? I always shrink myself. No matter how great my life is, no matter how bad my life is. In those moments, I can shrink myself and compartmentalize myself and be real honest with myself. You know? And I think Tank, okay, y'all 50-50 on this, but remember, if this fight is real, a lot of people are reporting it. I saw Blue Blood reported. I saw a handful of people on Instagram. I don't want to, maybe it was Champ Side or somebody. I saw Ego posted. If this is true, we all gonna come back March 3rd, 2022, and have another conversation about Tank. Mark your calendars, please. Mark your calendars, okay? We're coming back a year from now because we won't see the effect. He might beat Barrios, but his career moving forward, I want to see it.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, but I don't know. Maybe do you think maybe he's having some weight issues right now that he can't make anything up?
No, he's always gonna have weight issues, but it's the starving part. Go watch. I don't know which one it is, but you got to watch my Roy Jones interview. Roy Jones said that the best part of being a fighter is cutting the weight. He said it changed him. Are you staying on the line? You want me to?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was saying for some of these dudes that call in too.
Okay, cool.
I'm somewhere, so my Wi-Fi is all crazy right now too. So it's better for me to listen in from the phone. So if somebody calls in on the second line, I'll just listen in.
Yeah, perfect. No big deal. Yeah. So call in. The second line is open. Yeah, man. It's and it's just what I feel. I'm not chasing $4 million to put in harm 40 million. It's just what I believe, you know. What's up, 267?
And this is what it feels like.
What's up?
What's going on? It's RAL 1980 calling from Philly. Hey, quick question. Where is what's my man name? Real rap. Where's he been at? Anybody heard from him?
I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, cause I ain't last time he was on here. That's the last time we heard from him, and that was like about a month ago or so. I was just wondering if anybody knew.
Yeah. I think he's doing all right. Are you more interested in the Tank and Barrios fight or the Loma Devin Haney fight?
Loma Devin Haney.
You think it's gonna get made?
I hope it get made. I like to see Devin get in there and these guys stop ducking him. It's a lot of. I don't even want to see a Tank fight nobody else unless it's somebody worth watching. I'm not supporting it. I'm not watching it. Like, I'm done with Canelo. Not watching no more of that junk. Just tired of watching bullshit, and then they trying to charge you for it. I'm done with it. Yep.
Okay.
That's all I wanted.
All right, peace, brother. Thanks. Shout out to Philly.
Hey, one more thing. Hey, man, I want to salute to the barbershop, Patty Dean, DB, and my man Fred.
That's love,
doing
man.
a great job, keeping me busy at night while I'm working.
Appreciate you.
Love y'all brothers, man, and sister. Y'all have a good
Shout
one.
out to Philly. Shout out to Philly.
For sure.
Detroit! What's up, Detroit?
Want to get away?
Oh man. So yeah, okay, good. They say he's okay. Great. That nigga sound like he ain't by fight. You're right. Oh my. What's up?
So, all you scared to death Negroes.
What's up, man? How was surgery? How's everything?
I'm healing up pretty good.
Oh
My
shit.
voice.
I'm live on both channels? Oh shit. I didn't even know that. Damn.
Yeah, I'm healing up pretty good.
Okay, I didn't even know. That just happened.
Yeah.
Salute to the deacon. Salute to the deacon.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back, man. How you feeling? Let me give you a hug, man. I'm giving you a cyber hug, man. I'm giving you a cyber hug, man. How you feel? How was the birthday? I ain't spoke to you in a month, nigga. So don't act like we ain't gonna not say hi to each other. How's the family?
Everything good, man. Thank God for it.
Okay. How's the wife?
You go ahead.
How's the wife?
Oh, she good. She
okay, good. How's your health?
54, man. I'm just healing up pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My voice goes out every now and then.
Okay.
Till it heals all the way up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but that what I sent you today by Jeff Mayweather.
Yes.
Did you read what I put in the comments?
I didn't read what you put in the comment. I read Jeff. What'd you put in the comments?
Yeah, you should check it out. It'll let you know why he dropped what he dropped. Can you pull it up and read it?
Keep talking, man. Keep talking, DB. God damn. What you here for, nigga? No, I'm joking. Nigga, you worse than Kyle.
Yeah, you see how you treat me, Dick, and you see how you treat me, man, in front of my OG.
Man, I feel like we niggas now. Deacon 305 done called him. We good. Shit, I ain't.
Yeah. I thought that was a subliminal message that he was sending out to Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, shit, I just seen this too, man. Shout out to, I didn't even realize what you just said, Fred, that both pages or both channels are up. So salute to everybody on both. Both.
Yeah, it just came on. It just popped up out of nowhere, right?
Yeah. So Deacon, I don't know, Deacon, you in one chat, but you also getting some props and some greetings on the other chat as well.
Oh, okay. Salute to everybody in the chat, both chats, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yeah. And I definitely I wanted to holler at the queen y'all had in here tonight. I want to talk. I want to be able to talk to somebody like that. I need to surround myself with that type of energy, man, because I don't want to talk too much on the phone about my business, but something to pop off real. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk too much. But anyway, I need to be able to peak that brain. You feel me? Yeah. It's about surrounding yourself with smart people, man, if you want to be one of them, you know. You see it yet, Fred?
We listening.
No, I'm talking about what was in what I sent you, what I put in the chat.
When it's hard to move on, just remember the pain you felt while holding on. Healing begins when you let go. Well, anyone that has ever heard the song by Teddy P.
Yeah.
So.
Now scroll to, you see what I put in the chat? In that comment section? I sent it all to you. It'll let you. I just how I felt. I know I'm not. I know I'm not that far off from what he was trying to do there. I believe that he was sending that out. I shot through the bowels at Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
I don't see your comment.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, it's probably so many people don't put something in there, pushed it down.
He deleted it. He deleted it. It's not on there.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, they blocked me after I put that in there.
Well, duh, it's not here then, nigga. What the fuck? Nigga.
No. I'm just saying. I can't get back on the page, but
nigga, your comment is gone.
No,
old ass nigga. Man, hang up. Hang up before I talk about you even worse. Hang up.
No, I seen it on my wife's phone. It was in there.
Because it's her different account. Because it's a different account.
Right. Yeah.
man. You got me looking for a ghost, man. What's up?
No, hey man, but for real, how can I get in touch with her?
She says she checks her DM. That's how we got her. We don't have her number. We just DM'd her. We don't. Yeah.
Y'all know I'm old school.
Thank God she checks her DMs. Thank God, Monique. I'm thankful.
Yeah. All right, man. I just wanted to chime in, man, and I just felt like that comment was towards Deontay Wilder, and I thought that was foul. Like what I've told Jeff in other words, man, if you got something to say to that brother, I'm very sure because y'all know the same people. You can get in touch with him and call him and talk to him on the phone. Don't be taking little cheap shots like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like everybody, I said that wrong. There's a few people even look like us that's trying to kick the brother while he's down. And I don't think that he's down, but you know, some people try to make it make it seem that way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still walking around with his head up high, proud as he should. But I just think that people shouldn't be trying to pounce on the brother. We should be uplifting that brother because I think what he did was commendable. There's a lot of athletes that don't have that type of courage to speak up for his people, you know, because they will go to corporate route. You know what I'm saying? You got the Stephen A's and all these folks out there. They'll go with the flow. And every time they open their mouth, it's about chastising black people. And they can see white folks. I don't mean this in a racist way. I'm just saying they can see other people doing the exact same thing, and they'll go silent. But when it's us, I mean, even President Obama, when he talked to black people, it's like he was talking to a child. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go to a black people, you talk to us like you're chastising us. But when you go to a different audience, it's like they know what to say when they're dealing with different audiences.
Oh yeah.
And,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that shit needs to stop. That's why I love Deontay Wilder so much, because he didn't kowtow to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He stood his ground, and he made it known where he stood. And that's why so many people are so glad that he's not in that type of position anymore. But you know what God has for you is for you, and he will be king again. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that. Hey man, my voice about to go out, but I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and salute to all y'all, man. Love y'all.
Feel better, man.
Appreciate that. All right, King. All right, DB. Fred.
All right,
love
you, man.
Peace.
Love you, man.
All
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
Malik Walker, Floyd, crazy. Floyd, crazy. Tank can get a fight between. Man, bring up a 120. Oh, DB, my bus. Oh shit.
And this is what it
feels like.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get to the super chat, please. Malik, thank you. Malik Walker, call it right back, DB. Malik Walker, Tank can get a fight with any fighter between 126 and 135. He is concerned the money fight for all those dudes. He should clear out 130. He should clear out 130. You're absolutely right. And Birdman, let me find it. What's up, Tank? Birdman, salute to the barbershop in the chat, Fred. Get a cash app so you ain't got to share your money with Google. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. What's up, 405?
Man, not much is going on, Fred.
Hey, what you got?
Man, I am sick of these niggas. Still. Dude, don't you wish that Floyd could just like go away?
Right.
Like just go away, yo. You just messing up so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sick of Leonard Ellaby with his big ass nose. God, dude, they trying to make Tank fight at 140. This nigga Tank is what? Like, he got to be at least like 4'8". And I'm sick of these niggas, man. I swear to God. Dude, I wish that Floyd would just go away and just start pursuing like acting, something. Just leave boxing alone. You have done what you needed to do within the sport. Just go away, man. Like, boxing don't even need you no more. Like, I'm just sick of these niggas, man. And then ever since Leonard Ellaby has said that bullshit about, what do you say? That boxing is bigger than the fans. Dude, I'm not buying no more of them bullshit ass fights. Like, and see, I was the type of dude, right? Like, I would always, support the black man and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But he just rubs me the wrong way. Like he just rubs me the wrong way, dude. I am so sick of these niggas, man. I swear to God, I am, man. Sick of them. But I didn't really want shit. That was all I wanted to say, man. I'm sick of these niggas.
Sick of these niggas. Sound like Drake. Sick of these niggas.
Right.
All right, some
man,
help.
Peace.
Get rid of these niggas. Appreciate it. DB, man. We can't have a show without DB, man. Let me call this dude back. Y'all know DB's number. I got 2 phone lines open and I hit the wrong phone line.
Dude, crazy. Y'all know DB number. No, I didn't want to call back while he was talking.
Oh, okay.
I wanted him to get
My bad.
Yeah. He just wanted to, man, he frustrated. You know, he wanted to, he a real boxing fan. He frustrated with all of the bogusness.
Facts.
Young Malcolm, I'm the leader of the movement. I dispense.
256. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Fred? It's your boy Donnie, man.
Oh, what's up, man? Damn, you ain't go to bed yet?
No, man, you know I work at night, bro.
Oh shit, man, you gotta get a new job, man.
Is that Donnie Jones?
But
yeah, it's Donnie Jones,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, man, it's me, man.
First time calling.
What up, DJ?
First time calling in, right?
No, it's like my third time calling in, man.
Time.
Wild the country, man. Wild the country.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's fucking up that Tyson Fury and Joshua fight, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, Leonard Ellaby, big head ass, told us about 4 years ago he's gonna move Tank how he wants to move Tank. I forgot who they were trying to pressure him into putting Tank in the ring with at the time, but that sticks in my mind now that he's trying to get Tank to move up to 140. It's either one of two things. One, either they truly don't believe Tank can beat any of them guys at 135, or Tank can't make that fucking weight no more. It's one of the two. So I'm asking y'all, which one do y'all think it is? Because it can't be the money. It can't be the money because there's more money in waiting on Shakur Stevenson to get a belt. There's more money than going to chase Oscar Valdez is a Mexican. Go fight him. Since y'all like fighting Latinos so much, go fight him.
Preach.
So it's one of the two. Either they really don't believe Tank can beat Devin Haney, T.O., or hell, even Ryan Garcia's soft as butter chin having ass. They don't believe he can beat him.
Is it one? It's one of the two, man. Because Leonard Ellerbe told us it had to been 2017, man. I'll have to go back and look and see when the interview was. It was a post-fight. I'm gonna move Tank how I want to move Tank, and Tank was just sitting there looking like I thought everybody was gonna eat the chip.
Damn.
So it's really sticking in my head now. I'm not paying for that shit. I really don't even want to talk about it, but it's the subject right now. I really want to talk about the boogeyman at 135. Devin motherfucking Haney.
Yes, indeed.
Don't nobody want that smoke, man. For somebody not to have knockout power, nobody's want to go in there with him.
Agreed.
Floyd has even said before, yeah, I don't want Tank and Devin to fight unless it's a big money fight. And Ryan Garcia said, oh, Tank used to whoop my ass. I mean, not Tank, but Devin Haney used to whoop my ass in the amateurs. I'm good on that. Teofimo went and fought some kangaroo rather than hop in the ring with Devin Haney. That man got to be a bad motherfucker, man. But DB.
What's up with your family? Do you think that's a Tank move, though, or do you think that's a Floyd move? Like, do you think that Tank is actually afraid to get in there and to lose his O, or do you think that's more of a business move by Floyd and the management team?
I think Tank is a street kid from Baltimore that don't give a fuck.
Right.
I think this is Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe with them cheap-ass Steve Harvey. You make too much money to dress with them cheap-ass suits, man. Your suits still got fucking shoulder pads in them. But anyway, I'm not going to get off on him. I really don't like Leonard Ellerbe, man. He's starting to really give me them Don King vibes. You feel me?
Ooh.
He's starting to give me them Don King vibes. You know what I mean? And my granddaddy, God rest his soul, you know, I'm only 32, but I grew up watching boxing with my granddaddy. So he loved Mexican fighters. He loved black fighters. But he couldn't stand fucking Don King. And he was like, yeah, that was going back to the 70s when he was dealing with Ali. So he go back that far. That's where I learned my boxing from. But Leonard Ellerbe is really starting to give me Don King vibes. Would y'all agree? Like how he's cherry picking these fights with guys who don't match up. Like at this point, besides the JV belts that he's got, what's the difference between Tank and Canelo?
Yeah. Wow.
Leonard Ellerbe, you heard that? Come on here and defend yourself.
Someone gonna send it to him. Someone gonna send this shit to him, and I don't care. I don't care.
Give a fuck. He can't whoop me. He damn sure ain't gonna come down here. He can't whoop me.
No, it's not about whipping. We want our fights. He ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight nobody.
And,
Floyd, he ain't gonna go there. Floyd, oh man, Floyd, man. All right, I'll leave it alone.
You know, just going back to I think they're gonna renege on the whole Andy Ruiz. I thought Chris Ariella was done when I watched Deontay Wilder beat the shit out of him in Birmingham a few years ago. So he fights who?
Chris Ariella is a warrior. That's a soldier. Come on, I know you got to get that fight.
He was a soldier when Deontay Wilder beat his ass in Birmingham about, 5 years ago now? 5-6 years ago?
It's been a minute. I remember because someone pulled out of that fight.
He was in the summertime, and he hopped in there, and Deontay Wilder beat his ass for a good 6 rounds, and then I think it was like the 7th round he didn't come off the stool.
Yeah, I remember.
But he's a 3-time.
Birmingham was live that night. That was a good night there. But anyway, if I can, for Fred, for just a second, switch over to MMA.
Yeah.
GB,
I'm right here for that. Talk to me.
I believe Izzy's gonna get dropped at some point in this fight Saturday. But he's gonna get up. He's gonna get dropped early. He's gonna get dropped early while Jan still has all his power. He's gonna get dropped early. But he's gonna get up and commence. He's gonna get up and commence to piecing him up, and I think he'll win. Unanimous decision over Jan. I don't think Jan really has the speed and the foot movement to keep up with him and to cut him off. And I know he's not going to try to take him down, even though Jan has legit ground skills. Trying to take Izzy down really hadn't worked for people. And Izzy I think he has a brown belt in jiu-jitsu.
No, he's a purple belt.
He's a purple
Yeah, he was
belt. Okay, so he hadn't got the brown belt yet. Okay. But if you notice, Derek Brunson, who was a wrestler, tried to take him down. It didn't work. Kelvin tried to take him down. And did you see the Imanari roll that he hit on Kelvin when he tried to take him down?
Yeah.
Nobody catches those little subtleties. You got to really know what you're watching. Casual fans don't catch that. I think Amanda Nunes beats the dog shit out of Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson got armbarred by Felicia Spencer, who Amanda Nunes just beat the holy hell out of.
But Felicia's a black belt.
Holly Holm, who is not known for her ground game, took Megan Anderson down and beat the dog shit out of her, man. I think Amanda might finish this girl inside of 2. I think Peter Yan comes out with the pressure early. And like you said the other day, he has good foot movement, good boxing. But somehow, some way, Sterling is going to get a hold of his neck and he's going to strangle him. And that's just the way I feel about it. It's going to be 4th round. They're both going to be in the championship rounds. Sterling's going to get a hold of his neck. He's going to hop on his back. He backpacks people. That's what he does. Once he gets your back, you're going to sleep.
Yeah. Shit, you wrapped it up, man. I think I agree with just about everything that you said. I believe that there's a possibility that Izzy gets dropped in the fight. I mentioned that to my brother and my cousin earlier today. And I think once he takes that shot, he's gonna take a deep breath and go, "Is that all you got?" I think he'll use those calf kicks. He'll use a lot of kicks though, and he'll keep his distance. He'll be at range. He'll stay in the middle of the cage, and he'll start piecing them up piece by piece. I think Izzy can finish this fight, and I don't think it's a knockout punch, but I think that head kick, because I believe that Jan is about 6'2.5", maybe 6'3". Izzy's 6'4". Izzy
about 6'2.5", 6'3". Yeah.
Yeah, Izzy
because he wasn't as big. He wasn't as big as Reyes, and Reyes is like 6'4". So,
right. But I think Izzy uses that high kick, and that doesn't finish him. But it fucks him up and gets his equilibrium all messed up. And then I believe Izzy can finish with a TKO. Something that you said about...
you think he finishes, John? You think he finishes, John?
No, there's a possibility that he can.
Okay. I mean, it's a possibility anybody can get finished.
We'll see. But
Izzy throws strikes like a fucking octopus, man. You don't know where that shit's coming from.
Yeah, precision.
Like when he threw the question mark kick, and then threw the right hook behind it when he hit Brunson with that. Do you remember that? And dropped Brunson with that.
Yeah.
Like what? How do you duck that? But anyway.
Yeah. Also, when you mentioned Megan Anderson, the Felicia Spencer fight, I don't think that's a good tool to measure because Felicia Spencer is a black belt. She's a BJJ black belt. So when you get said about
that. So is Amanda Nunes. People forget that because she's starching shit. But she is a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Yeah. Also, one thing that I just learned about Megan Anderson as I was watching a documentary before this show started is that when she was in the Australian Army, she attempted suicide. So
yeah.
That shows me that her mind is either really, really weak or she's alive for a reason. There's nothing else in the middle. You know what I mean? So if that means that her mind is weak, then she's gonna get finished pretty fast. But as I said though, there's two ways to bet. You can bet with your heart and then you be disappointed. Or you use your brain, and if you want to make money, that's going to be the biggest odds. Again, I didn't look at them either, but the biggest odds will probably be in that fight right there.
The biggest underdog on the card, and there's one more title fight on the card, isn't it? Or was it just 3?
Those are the 3. Yeah, 3. Okay. They can't do more than 3 because if all of them go to decision, that's 5 rounds apiece, and they only buy a certain slot. Yeah. JJ asked what a question mark kick is. It's a kick that looks exactly like a question mark. I'll send you one.
Okay. And I thought it was about time for I thought he'd retire first. I didn't think they'd release him. But Junior Dos Santos and Alistair Overeem, y'all, it's time.
Yeah,
it's time.
Both.
It's time. You've been knocked out cold in your last 4 fights.
Wow.
Both of you. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Alistair Overeem's been fighting since, what, 97?
Yeah, he's in 23 years of fighting.
It's time. It's time, man. It's time. K1 Grand Prix champion. Heavyweight champion over here. Heavyweight champion over there in these organizations. The only thing that was keeping him around is he thought he had, I just want that UFC belt. I never got it. I got close a few times, but I never got it. And Junior, I don't know what was keeping Junior around, but you've been knocked out cold in your last 4 fights, bro. You were a former champion. You'll probably go into the Hall of Fame one day, but Cain Velasquez ruined his career.
Yep. Yeah.
Those
that
are
was
the
his
two
kryptonite.
outside of Floyd Mayweather, Arturo Gatti, and Bernard Hopkins and Felix Trinidad won. Those 2 fights with Junior Dos Santos, those last 2 fights with Junior Dos Santos and Cain Velasquez are the 2 most vicious beatings I've ever seen in my life. That second one got cringeworthy.
Yes.
And I'm not normally squeamish, but that second one, when he beat him, I mean, it didn't look like he was trying to finish him. Looked like he was trying to punish him. And he finally finished him in the 5th round. They ruined you. They changed him. He was never the same after those 2 fights.
Yeah, you've been paying attention, man. I love it.
Oh man, I've loved this sport since I saw it back in like 95, 96. Now, I thought about doing it, but then I saw Frank Mir break Tim Sylvia's arm, and I said, fuck that. so I was good. But Fred, I appreciate the guest you had on tonight, man. I was just sitting there just stuck. Just
me too.
Almost let it go to hell here at work. I got paperwork I was supposed to be doing, and I almost let it go to hell. I'm just sitting there. Wow. Oh, another gem. There's a sapphire. There's a ruby. Okay.
Yeah, she was on it.
Just gem after gem after gem. I was just legit sitting there stuck, watching the interview and listening to everything she was saying, taking it in. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna take a lot of this back. Like, yeah, that was heavy, man. I really don't have too many words for that. But I appreciate y'all letting me come on tonight, guys. Giving y'all this
easy.
time. I'm gonna get off the line now. I'm gonna sit back and let y'all cook some more. I'll be listening. Big fan of the show.
Thanks, dog.
And it's all love here, fellas. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Bomb Squad!
I second that. I second that.
Yeah.
I
second that. Yes, indeed.
Bomb Squad it is.
Yeah, somebody that's actually paying attention, man.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yes, indeed. All right, JJ, I just sent it to you. Bam. Let's see. Somebody asked another question in the chat too. I'm saying as far as the levels of discipline, like a black belt, brown belt, and so forth. Hell yeah, it shit matters. I mean, the difference is, when you grappling for Birdman, if you have a black belt, somebody's got a purple or a blue, you can be a better striker than that person. But I mean, once it hits the ground, shit, it's a whole different ball game, man. It's a whole different ball game. I just want some people to go just to a school just to go and do a trial, do a 1 week or a 10-day trial. And you go in there and you see that a 200-pound man get in there with somebody that weigh 125, 135 pounds. And then you're going to come back to this chat with a whole different mindset. Everything's going to be different. It's going to feel like you, what's the name of the ones that fight against the king cobras? What are those little animals called? A mongoose. There you go. It's going to be like a king cobra, big as hell, fighting against a little mongoose. Fast as hell, keep striking you. And, yeah, you'll have a new respect for it. Put it that way. Anyway, you awake, bro?
I'm wide awake.
Okay, shit. He heard MMA. He was like, okay.
I go into my cocoon. I go into my cocoon.
Yeah, I said you tweeted some shit. You posted shit on Instagram. I'm like, damn, what's going on, Freddie?
Man, I know my place. Shit, the same way when y'all niggas hollering at women, I just go on my cocoon, man. What I got? What can I add to that conversation? I don't even know the names y'all talking about. This nigga said
you
Frank.
can add your humps.
The nigga said Frank Mir. I thought I was gonna say no. You meant Frankenstein and Mir. That's for the 5%ers. That's for the 5%. That joke is for the 5%ers. You know what I mean? But you're 5%ers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. See, no, you get it though. You get the concept. There's a few that will get that right there.
Man. Oh man. Oh man. So Brandon Adams fights tomorrow. I thank you, TB. We are going to talk about that, man. We are definitely going to talk about Brandon Adams, man. He will be fighting tomorrow. And I'm rooting for that kid, man. Come on, Brandon. Pull through, Brandon. I root for him, man. Pull through, Brandon. He's fighting the guy that they're trying to push for. You know those 18-0 Russians that they bring over here. You know what I mean? And they think they find the most vulnerable, most noticeable black guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's get him, B. Let's get him. Let's upset the apple cart. You know what I mean?
It's South Central's own Brandon and Cannon.
Yeah. And shout out to it's Earl Spence's birthday. Shout out to Earl Spence. It's his birthday. Shout out to you. Hopefully you had a great day.
If y'all go and send EJ something, make sure y'all put the barbershop symbols in there. Let them know that y'all from the shop.
Yeah, facts.
And this is what it feels like.
341. What it do?
What's going on, Fred? It's my other phone, man.
I don't know who this is, nigga. You talking like you know me.
Yeah, nigga. What's up, me?
DB, who this?
I don't know. Why you saying nigga? Homie stall us out.
He might not even be black.
Hear this nigga go with that stall me out bullshit.
You might not even be black.
Shit. Yeah, this can't be somebody from California. He got to be from the East Coast.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, nigga, drop the link, man. God damn.
It is. You want to beam in, huh?
Yeah, I'm calling niggas back, man.
All right, peace. I just posted it for you because I think that's what you want. One thing about Cincinnati fighters, we don't duck nobody. Shout out to my city, 513, Canelo and Triple G Soft. Let's see.
Oh.
Yes.
Before Kyle, because Kyle
appreciate you, Mike. Too. What's up?
Did you see Dev do a stream? He jumped on the live stream.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I saw that
live with Jamal. What'd you think about that?
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Man, it's so crazy how Jamal, he needs to be in his element. He needs to be around people. He needs to be around fighters and people that he have a history with. And that's when he opens up and starts to be funny and show some charisma and some character. But
I enjoyed that. I was driving and I enjoyed the hell out of that.
Yeah. I just hopefully, listen, I'm not a fan of money talk.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna do a video on. I said, I can't do a video on it. Wait, that's not you. Yeah, what I was gonna say was when they said, I got the pink slip, and he said, me too,
Yeah.
I was like, all it was about their house and shit. We know, what I mean? It is what it is. But Kyle was here, man.
What's going on, Big Fred? DB. Hey, listen, Fred.
Yes, man.
We learned so much about MMA yesterday, nigga. I think I know everybody that's about to fight on Saturday.
Well, you the one brought it up. What, Dana versus Don, and that just went, and I fell asleep.
You cold.
I was like, fuck, man. I'm on minute. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm on minute 2 hour and No, 53 of Malcolm X. So I just always randomly watch it, and I started it on Monday, and I'm watching it now. So I was listening to you and watching Malcolm X and all that shit. So I said, let me just mute this shit and just finish watching Malcolm X.
It's Kyle's fault, man. He put the battery.
I know he put the title up and shit. He put the title up. I saw it.
I know him and Reg, they hate Dana White. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to just kick back and kind of like not because yesterday, nigga, we had so much fun on your show. I had a headache, so I was trying to like push the burden on somebody else, but still go live. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, I know if I say Dana White, I know I can get DB and Reg, and I know if I said Don King, I know I can get Reg to talk a long time about the nigga because he hate both of them niggas, and so does DB. So it shit worked out though, man. She was good though, man. I had a good time.
Well, wait till my editor comes on. Y'all gonna go on the truth about Don. He been working with Don for over 20 years.
When he coming on?
April, sometime in April.
For sure. So are you on the main page or are you on the backup page?
I'm on both. I didn't know I was, so y'all niggas put it on there. So
shit. Cause I don't cause like it just pop up because I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm subscribed and I got the bell icon on, so it just pop up. So I don't be knowing what page you on. But yeah, man, I go back to the dump on Friday, man.
Oh, Friday? Yes. Friday? You go back to Sankofa on Friday?
Thought it was today, man. I was like, God damn, man, I do not want to go.
You got one more day. You got Jamie will be in here tomorrow.
Which one is that? Which one is that?
That's Asia Math. That's for Asia Math. Asia Math and
the beautiful, intelligent Jamie Alexander.
No, I'm saying which one is that though? Is that the one that was on here like the other day?
No, she was on here like maybe like 3 months.
She's real tall. She's into fitness, like a meditative kind of
spiritual kind of.
Was that one of the girls you asked what was their favorite body part, or she was too professional?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. But she'll be in tomorrow. That's D Hodges' girl too. D Hodges, Champion Heart, and
nigga, Champion Heart, nigga. Anytime a woman come on here, he start giggling.
Yeah, that nigga. Nigga shoulders start bouncing and shit like Deacon 305 and shit.
Hey, he be having his arms out, nigga.
Yeah, like this. Pushing his arm against his chest so this shit you can see the bicep and shit. You know what I mean? This arm, yeah, they could be like,
yeah. And then when they come, he be laughing his ass off, boy. It should be hella funny.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, Fred, we're going live after you, man. Of course.
Yep.
And you gotta beam in, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta beam in one of these good old days, man.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
You got more than 6 now.
Huh?
You can put more than 6 up there now.
Hey, nigga, had to pay the cost, man.
Yeah,
I had to invest, man. Cause it shocked me, right? Because normally it was just us, like the same people. So I was like, oh shit, well, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, Craig said, I'm a man without it. So I thought I could just live with that. And then niggas started coming on. I was like, oh god damn. And then I was trying to figure out how I could get off and then have people come on. But shit. I was like, man, I'm gonna just pay this $20, man, and just.
That's what I paid. I paid $20. I got unlimited hours, but they only record up to 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, I ain't Reg, so nigga, I ain't finna be. Damn. Look, I was gonna try it last night. Nigga, I ran out of stuff to talk about, bro. I said, all right, y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and. I asked Reg, I said, man, keep coming up with shit. He's like, man, I just be having an open panel. I was like, man, this shit ain't working for me, man. I'm tired of the motherfucker right now.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Reg go through content and then the chat. Content and then the chat, so it lasts longer. See, sometimes we go through content and reading the chat at the same time, so you kind of knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. And when Reg's passionate about something, he'd go off for 10 minutes and be like, man, let me catch up in this chat.
Yeah, hey, y'all stop typing. Man. I gotta catch up.
The great, wonderful, amazing YouTube sensation of Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens.
Sir Reggie Owens, man. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely has great value. For sure.
Hey, he gets so mad when me and DB give him when we like add hella shit to his name. So like the nigga DB said like 30 names yesterday before he said his name.
She said, let me see you come out of your V-neck.
Oh, that nigga said.
hey, Red's like, oh.
Hey, that nigga said, fuck everybody. Go. It was like,
oh man, Reg my nigga, man.
Hey, I thought they was on FaceTime together, nigga. It was just them two. That nigga said
it was. Oh, he was coming. Oh, because of the last time she was here. He marked his calendar when he saw her coming on. He said he got her. I don't know when the next big fight in March. If there's a good fight in March, we'll have her come on that Sunday. But I haven't seen one. But we just have her come on. You know.
Nah, no, that's May. My bad. That was May. I got that mixed up. I was gonna say Josh Taylor Ramirez, but that ain't until
May 22nd.
Yeah. Hey, DB had one though that was bad as hell, and she was like, "Wait, feeling me," but I don't know which one it was though.
What you mean one? Shit.
A lot of them though that he be having, man, but it was one in particular where, nigga, I thought he had action, and I don't know which one it was. Though.
Brianna Betty, was it that one?
Nah, man, she flirt with everybody. It's somebody else though. Make everybody comfortable, man. I'm gonna say it like that. But
yeah, she make everybody. Yeah, she knows how to play. Yeah, she been a beautiful woman for a long time.
Yeah, she know how to make it.
Oh yeah, Brianne.
Oh, Brianne Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, I know. Nigga, because nigga DB, man, he get real intellectual with him, and then he slips some he slips some shit in, and then they open up. He's like, oh, well, here we go.
We thought that was fucking phenomenal today. I was like, damn. First he fucked up her name. I was like, damn, man. The greatest host in the world. and then the nigga came back with the line of the year, Jacques in the box. I was like, damn, my nigga, that's my nigga, dog. That's my. And my head was like, I was rooting for. Hey, you know when your boy go holler at the girl in the club and shit, you like, I'll be right back. That was me in my head. They like, yeah, nigga, go, nigga, yeah, nigga. Oh man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. If we gotta get this nigga his flowers, man, while here. DB, man, is a great part of this show. He ain't as good as Patty Dean, but he's a good part of this show.
In fact, Patty Dean is uncomparable.
Oh man, I mean she's just a legend. You know what I'm saying? Really, man. I mean, the show she put together with y'all two, man, it's amazing. But the thing about DB, man, that you gotta love, man, he goes to every platform and he contributes. You know what I'm saying? And he helps you build your content. You know what I'm saying? As far as when you go live, when you got DB on, you're guaranteed to have a good show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that because the nigga on here, but honestly though, man, when that nigga come through, even in the chat, like when he come to my show,
Even where?
Even in the chat, like when he be reading all the names and all that shit, he did it on my channel too, though. You know
Where?
Oh, so you on some bullshit, huh, Fred?
No, where? Where is that?
The chat. You know how like when nigga we type in the comments, nigga, the comment section.
Oh, even in the chat. Oh, like even in the chat. I thought that was something else. I was like, even in the chat. What's that? I thought it was like a time. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Oh, you thought I was the nigga that we had on yesterday?
I didn't know you said chat. I thought you said chat, even in the chat. Like I was like, what is that?
Oh, okay, yeah, even in the
evening and in the chat. I thought that was a place, like a restaurant or something.
No, hell no. But the nigga, you know, he read the names off, nigga. He do that on my show too, because I don't really be like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to focus on hella things at once. So it's always good for that nigga to come through and start reading niggas' names off. Because, you know, niggas want to be recognized, man. And it's always good. When
it does feel good.
Yeah, so when he shout niggas out, while I'm doing, like, trying to add somebody in or try to post a link. So, nigga DB, man, you know what I'm saying? Change his fucking name on YouTube, and we got action. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, y'all just catch me on barbershop conversations, man. This is more important right now, man. This is where all of the real magic happens. You know what I'm saying? So you go over to the DB. That's like walking through the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Barbershop conversations is like the living room. That's where everybody at. You know, everybody can't make it to the bedroom. You got to be special. You know what I'm saying? But in the living room, everybody got to go through there to get to the other rooms and shit. I'm just the hallway, but this right here, this the living room. Yeah. But I appreciate the love, though.
Damn all that, man. You know what I'm saying? The casual MMA fan goes everywhere, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, in the hallway, the hallway is just as important as the bedroom, nigga, because in order to get to the bedroom, you got to get through the hallway, goddamn it.
And I want to be in the back and the backyard where the party's at, like Boys in the Hood. Can we do that?
Yeah, because hoes got to eat too.
Yeah, they got to eat too. You know what I mean? Shit, them big ass burns and shit.
Look at them fish on the dance floor.
Or we can go to Crenshaw Gym and Love and Basketball. You know, I can do that too.
Yeah, as long as we bring in the wonderful, amazing, phenomenal phenomenon, YouTube sensation, boxing enthusiast, motivational speaker, big bro, King Reginald Owens.
Nah, he got to stay.
Sir Reggie Owens.
Nah, he can't. I like that name, Sir Reggie Owens. That fits him.
Yeah,
Sir Reggie Owens.
Can't like it, so let's keep it going.
I like that name, Sir Reggie Owens. I like that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like that, Reg. I like that. Yeah, Reg finally got. I mean, he went from imagine. I mean, that's like let's play along. That's like a Malcolm X transformation. Cyberbully to Sir Reggie Owens.
Cyber to Sir, huh?
Cyber to Sir. Like that really happened. That really happened.
Hey,
damn. Yes.
From racist to Sir Reggie Owens.
No, you're the racist.
I love it.
Hey, he said, Trey was like, I swear to God, I'm about to write that. I don't know what you say you're about to write. You caught that? Trey was about to say, Trey talking to you. But yeah, that's funny. Sir Reggie Owens. I like that, man. That fits him, dog. That fits him. You know what I mean? Sir Reggie Owens.
I think from the time I was in junior high school, I started giving out nicknames that always lasted a decade later. Still see people with them same names and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sir Reg. Yeah, all right. Look at Reg. All right, back to the show. Next call.
Hey, Reg. Boxing
cut the line off.
Sir Reggie Owens.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the name you gave? You gave TB Terrence Bailey. What was that name you gave him?
Pastor Pause.
Nah. It was something else when he had damn. It was something about his voice though, or some shit, man. I can't think of the name you gave the nigga though. You just gave it to him like a couple weeks ago.
He knows. Where is he at? He okay?
I ain't seen him in a couple of days.
Yeah, he good. Hoes gotta eat too. Yeah, hoes gotta eat too. Oh man,
right,
that movie classic, man. That movie classic, man.
I'm gonna get in the chat, man. Hey, Fred, keep your foot on these niggas' necks, man. Right. We appreciate what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing
all the time.
I go, man. Floyd Mayweather is a piece of shit. Damn, every time. Damn.
I mean, it's over for him, man. Like he's not even popular anymore. He's not even respected, dog. Like the thing, he's gonna ruin this young man's career, man. People ain't gonna see it though because it's not external. Like, you know what I mean? You just gonna see him go fight these guys and throw them on pay-per-view, and he might win a couple, but they're not gonna be competitive. You know?
Hey, but you know what he gonna be able to tell? You know what he gonna say? He held 3 belts simultaneously at the same time from 3 different weight.
Floyd said those JV belts don't count though. Floyd said those JV belts don't count.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. You know that
that nigga full of shit, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, Fred. I'm on your team when it comes to this, to not paying for the pay-per-views, but I'm getting close. I'm getting closer.
I'm done with this shit.
I think the only fine pay-per-view was Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
And the only reason why, and I damn near, and if he fighting Fury, I'm damn near on the fence. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you fight Fury, I'm damn near on the fence, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta support, you know what I'm saying, the baddest man on the planet. So Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, man, because this is some bullshit, bro. I mean, it's a great fight. It's a great fight to see. But when you match what he said versus what he doing, it's some BS, man.
I mean, it's embarrassing. Like, you overlook every nigga possible.
And he don't understand. It don't even make him look bad. It make Tank look bad more than anything. Because they like, oh, you hiding him now. So it's like, he a great fighter, but we'll never know if he a great fighter because you want to great.
I'm gonna give people courage to say it. You know what I mean? People are afraid to call out Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe, but I'm gonna give them courage.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
If that fight is true and signed, shit, I'm gonna have some fun. Because everybody gonna repost what I say because they're afraid to say it.
Hey, but you already know, right? You said you've been said this. You said this months ago.
I did, bro. Tell the world again. Tell the world again if it's coming true. Go ahead.
Let's break down the great philosopher Frederick Hawthorne. What's your middle initial, blood?
S. I was waiting for a comeback. That's why I didn't say anything, but it's S.
Nah, nigga. And the great philosopher Frederick S. Hawthorne. That's what I was, nigga. I gotta get, nigga. It's like Sir Reggie Owens. I gotta give you the whole thing. You feel me? If you're a great philosopher, you gotta have that middle initial. You feel me? Yeah, man. But in the words of the great philosopher Frederick S. Hawthorne, you know what I mean? He was gonna fight somebody with the last name Luis or Jose. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some mess. I thought I said it months ago. We knew this was gonna happen. You said he's gonna fight somebody.
I posted that shit too on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, so this ain't nothing new to us, man. We already know the world they just late to the party. The shop been open. You know what I'm saying? The shop open early. They coming late trying to get haircut. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Jarvis' comment. Look at Jarvis' comment.
Kyle has the longest goodbye. He does.
Look at Kyle got separation anxiety.
That must have popped up in my head, man. All right, hey man, fuck y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.
Oh shit. Fucking JJ. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, that shit made me weak.
All right, the phone lines are back open. Hey, it's like that guy that calls into what do you say? Greetings and salutations on that KJLH morning show. What's the name of that show? What's the name of that show? Molly Bell. Is Molly Bell still alive?
Shit, I don't even know.
She used to call in a lot to what's her name in the morning on KJLH 4:30 in the morning. The Wall Street, the morning report. What is it called?
Damn. No, not the morning. Is it called the morning report?
It's called something. Jarvis know what it's called.
Shit. Man, I ain't been driving down La Brea at 4 o'clock in the morning, man. I usually got something in to try to keep me awake.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, facts. That's like old school driving with your pops or your uncle listening to that shit.
Yeah. Well, I used to be making them drives in the morning.
Fucking Jarvis.
Not the Tom Joyner show. It comes on before the Tom Joyner show.
Yeah, Tom Joyner come on at 7, right? 7 or 8.
Yeah, used to. Yeah. What's the name of that show? Not Nautica De La Cruz, but the other one. Oh, what's the other young lady's name? She is a LA staple. You know, we're talking about niggas and bitches. She was on The Live and Die in L.A. What's her name?
Dominique
DePrima. Yeah.
DePrima. Yeah, there you go.
What's up? What's up, big TBA? What you got?
What it do, man? Talking about TVA, man. What it do, man? What it do?
TVA in the house.
Yeah, man. Hey, what y'all think about this 154, man? What y'all think about Ernest Lonnie Laura, man? His next fight.
You ain't gonna remember this shit anyway, nigga. What you calling in for? The fucking nigga gonna fall asleep with the phone on his ear. Like, what you care about? What you care? Oh, you work with the post office, Molly Bell? Oh, wow. Molly Bell, man. She wanted reparations like a son of a gun, man. I used to listen to her every morning, dog. Molly Bell, man. Hopefully she's still. How old was she, Reg? I know she sounded like an older woman. I hope she's still alive because she calls in every morning. Molly Bell, man. She loved Dominic DePrima show, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry, TBA.
No, but what y'all think of Brandon Adams' fight tomorrow? I mean, he in there with an 18-0 guy with 18 knockouts. I mean, I got Brandon Adams winning, but it's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah, I think his experience. I mean, I don't know much about the other dude. I just seen his record, but you know, I'm rolling South Central all day long.
Yep.
Plus, he got the experience. He's been under the big lights before, in there with Charlo.
TV show.
Before that, he had that same kind of success. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he wins the fight. You know, I don't know the other dude too well, so I can't make a prediction. But I just got the cannon for the W.
Right. Me too.
Right.
Did you see the live with Jamal Charlo and Devin earlier?
No, I was in school.
Oh, thanks, Reg.
What do you think about Tank and Mario Barrios?
I think it's just a bullshit fight they trying to give us, but I ain't buying that shit. I'm streaming that shit, so it don't even matter about that shit. They give me a good fight, I'll pay my money.
Nigga, you buy all the Canelo fights. What are you talking about?
I did say that.
Man, I ain't buy Canelo last fight. I'll be streaming the fights.
Oh, okay. And what about Dev versus Loma?
I mean, yeah, this is a good fight for Devin. I think this is a redemption fight, really. This kind of redemption. Like, not saying like it's redemption, like he got it's like redemption, like this could have been like he could have been undisputed champion right now if he would have beat Loma just the first time if Loma ain't duck out. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you see the fight playing out if they get in the ring?
I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Okay. Man, why you so excited tonight?
Oh shit, man, I'm high as hell, man. So I just call in real quick.
You said you wanted to call and say hi. What did you say?
No, I'm just high as fuck right now. I just called in.
Oh, and what did he say?
I'm back in the chat.
Oh man, it's called The Front Page. The name of her show is The Front Page.
The Front Page. There you go. God damn, I ain't heard that in a minute. Damn, TB was falling asleep in between his questions.
And this is what it feels like.
What's up, Reg?
Yo, man, I'm glad you said that name. I've been trying to figure out that woman's name for the longest. When we had those reparations talk. Yeah, I used to work with her, man. And she'll call in while we working. She'll take her break and she'll call in the show because we'll be listening to it, be coming on. We used to work like graveyard. And her show would come on it'll be on for like 1 in the morning up until like when people wake up, and just be hitting on all this deep like hood conversation, like not intellectual hood conversation about solutions and what we need, And Molly was one of these people who were big on reparations. This is back in like 2003, 2004 when I worked at the post office. And back then people laughed about it. That's why I look side-eye when I hear people talking all this, give my reparations and all this other shit, when most Black people were not buying into that conversation. And even when I was a kid in like the late 80s and stuff, early 90s, you'll see, and you go through Watts. Watts used to have murals like near where the project is, up Imperial, up to like what's the front end of the projects, that Central, whatnot. You see all type of like African artwork around there, as you know, Watts began to like go through its stages of decay. After every year it goes through its decay, but it was always people pushing reparations, and moms gonna be riding down Imperial and stuff, and I'll be looking at the vehicles that talk about reparations. There should be a truck that was like known. He have all type of riding all over his trucks, painting in African paint, flying the flags, talking about reparations. So when I see Molly Bell, I always wonder like what she's talking about with reparations and pushing Black talk. Is always like Black conscious talk radio, like late at night. So it was like it just soothed my damn soul, like how we do at the barbershop. But yeah, Molly, I was like, damn, I've been thinking of her name for so goddamn long. That's her name. Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was dope. And then even the show was dope. The front page.
It's a great show. I wonder is it still on?
And then see, I stopped working with it because I ended up getting fired, man. That's back then when I didn't give a fuck about a job. Like I lose a job over manager say something, it'd be nothing for me to try to fight a manager or some shit. But I ended up losing my post office job. I don't know if it was, can't remember, it was like an event I was at. And I don't know if I was leaving like my cousin's wedding or some shit. And I called in, was like, I'm gonna call out because at the post office, that was the other effed up thing at the post office. They work people like dogs. The post office ain't the same career path jobs that you used to hear when, back in like the 70s, 80s, when Black people go in there and the post office was the job to have. When I went in there, they're barely paying above minimum wage. They worked you like a dog. You have to work like 6 days a week. No sick time. Any sick time is what they call part-time flex. No, it was casual. You worked in as a casual clerk and then they moved you over, but they didn't give any benefits. So you had to work these 6 days. I missed days because I was going to school and all this stuff. So I didn't. With me, that's why I'm like, I don't buy into where people talking about people work a job and they get treated like a job. They never treated me like shit. I ain't give a damn what a CEO was, nothing. You gotta respect me like you do the whitest person up at any job. I'm gonna have the same benefits and blah, blah, blah. Plus I do my job, I work. So, and they love me at these jobs. But when I called in one night and I called in was like, I need to call in sick. But look, we don't get no sick time. We don't get no vacation time. Was like, well, we need an excuse. I said, man, because I was getting mad. The lady questioned me. I said, well, goddamn shit, tell them I'm drunk. Like, and I didn't show up. So the next day I go to work the next day. I work a full hour processing mail. And then I start seeing as we coming towards the end of the shift, all the managers lined up along the road where I'm at. And my one supervisor's like, man, he's like, God damn, dude, why you say that shit? I was like, man, I ain't give a fuck. And plus I'm going to school. I was going to school full time. So I was like, shit, you got to do what you got to do. And that's how I got into and let it go. So I never seen Molly Bell anymore, but I always hear her on the radio until I moved up out of LA. But yeah, I thanks for bringing that name up because I got to do something to talk about Molly Bell. But man, that was some great shit. And what you doing here is just like the damn front page. It's what the show reminds me.
Oh, that's dope. Thank you, Reg.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, Reg, what's on your? So you got fired on your day off, then, Reg?
Man, I used to get fired from a lot of jobs. Like I said, it took nothing for me. Like I worked at that printing company in Torrance. With me, I about to score up with one of the managers, push the director up in that motherfucker. You couldn't come at me. That's like when I hear people who deal with racism on the job and they talk that. My approaches to racism is different than people. And I always tell people, I don't got these same stories because I have no issue with checking white folks. Some Black people are the opposite of that. They have no issues with wanting to check Black people over staring at them, an accidental bump of the shoe. No, I get my people's passes. If I'm tripping on a Black person, I'm in the right then. I don't feel I'm ever in the wrong when I'm tripping on somebody Black. Does that mean you've been on some pussy shit or some sucker shit? A white person, you sometimes I got to check myself. Am I going too overboard? Because not every white person is fucking racist, but I'm great at identifying that shit. But at these jobs, I've lost many of them. Until I started having kids is when I kind of changed my approach. But these jobs always respected me to kind of begin with and shit. But you got to do your shit. The thing I see with so many of our people when they go into these jobs where they working for a corporation, I don't give a fuck you working at McDonald's. I don't give a fuck you working at Walmart. You go into these jobs, you be punctual, you do your job. You don't sit around here bullshitting, congregating, playing like it's the homies and shit. Do your job, put in your work, progress through these jobs. Don't pay into, oh, I'm black, I can't make it. Fuck these people, don't do that shit. Go in here, earn your work, fuck what anyone else says. Make your money. You can put away enough money, start your own shit. But go in here, learn everything you can get. One of the jobs that I hated the most, that I gained the most from, was when I was at Enterprise. And I left that motherfucker with a major statement. But I learned so much working at Enterprise because they give you the whole aspect of business operations and all that shit, along with my education and shit. But don't let nobody down you from working the job. I don't give a fuck if you a McDonald's burger flipper. Do that shit to the best of your ability. You ain't just there to flip burgers, taking every aspect of how that business operates. McDonald's is one of the most efficient corporations on this planet. So understand, you're going to run the burger chain, how they run everything. McDonald's doesn't waste too much of anything when you really go into the studies of how McDonald's figure out every aspect of how they run their operations. It's more than just flipping burgers. Understand the way this company runs, quality control. They're massive as fuck. When you look at the way in which they cut out the movement in which people may take to flip the fries. Your fries are here, it's time, you're flipping, you're not moving too far. They got operations similar. Like, that's the shit you learn when you're working at these places. So go in here, stop fucking around on these jobs, regardless of how minimal it is. Learn the operations of this shit. Because the reason why McDonald's is billion, trillion damn dollar company. But that's my thoughts on that one. But shit, man, you brought up a name that struck a bell. Man, I love that fucking woman right there. Molly Bell was the shit. But that's all I got for it.
Molly Bell is the shit.
She is the shit, for real.
Yeah.
Like the originator of reparations talk.
Yeah. Rez, before you hang up though, what did you think about that Jamal and Devin live stream?
Oh man, I love the fuck out of that shit. And like you were saying earlier about how Jamal, you finally seen his true character, like he opened up, being in his comfort zone, and you find out he's a humorous dude. But like you said, the money talking, all that shit, but they were in their comfort zone and they were just open. But I think that's another side that these fighters should showcase themselves. I think maybe they should do more of that, open it up and speaking with other fighters and getting on there and having those kind of talk. And then it was almost like him looking like he's an older dude and talking to Devin Haney, a much younger dude, like an older dude should, not on some ignorant shit, playful, grown man type shit. And I enjoyed the hell out of that. So I have to give Jamal a salute for that shit. Even Devin Haney, give them a salute for having that. Hopefully they come back and do more of that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let me say this for that Tank shit, and all you other fools who like to get on here with that Latino shit, talking about black people hating on Canelo and all that shit. The same shit going on with Tank, because y'all only want to be selective on what y'all hear. Y'all hear us criticize black fighters when they do fuck shit all the time, like Canelo. This shit that Tank and Floyd and them doing with his career is another fuck off, the same way they doing with Canelo. Ain't none of these fighters that they giving Tank have ever called Tank out. Now all these people calling Tank for smoke, he's ducking and dodging, doing this franchise shit. He moving to 130. Then he bypassed the 135 where all the real danger at, to go to 140 to fight Barrios, who's another one dude who just bypassed 135 himself. He was fighting at 130 and just leap up to when he found the opportunity for a belt at 140. It's fuck shit. Nobody called for no Mario Barrios. Nobody speaks about Mario Barrios at 140. So what the hell is Floyd and them doing with this kid's career? They moving him like Canelo. That's what they doing, and it's a legacy killer. Like nobody's gonna be looking forward to going back down the history of Tank unless you're just going to review his knockouts. But other than that, it's like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like 130 now back to 140. 135 is where everything at. Like, but these dudes, I mean, nobody wants to put in the hard work in boxing anymore. Go through these divisions, wipe them out, fight the best of competition. You ain't got to fight the lower of the tier of there, but if there's other top level comp in there that you haven't faced, you should be trying to clear that shit out. And nobody wants to clear anything out. That's why I'm like, when people do pound for pound talk is the dumbest shit that motherfuckers can think of in this damn sport. Boxing comes up with so many of these stupid ass ideals that we hate old media people, but we argue their points all the fuck. Well, y'all are. I don't argue their points. People argue their fucking points all the time. Pound for pound is the dumbest shit in boxing because nobody's facing each other. Nobody's at the top facing each other. Not even the fucking heavyweights. But that's all I got. Well, you got a heavyweight who's trying to face everybody and people ducking, dodging, and moving around and shit. But that's all I got. I'm gonna open the lines back.
Hey, man, we definitely got to give it up for the wonderful, the amazing, the phenomenal, the phenomenon, YouTube sensation, boxing enthusiast, motivational speaker, the one and only Reggie Owens.
Man, to disregard that shit, I'm just Reggie. Shit. It's crazy.
Appreciate you, Reg.
Indeed, Sir Reg.
You didn't call him Sir Reg, though.
I did. I just said that right now. Run the plate back.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When y'all talking about the post office, yeah, my big bro, he worked at the post office and shit right there. That he was in the Watts area and call him Mailman Mike. Or Mike the Mailman. Everybody know him over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see. Dre Finest, what up, OG? Cletus, let me see, they skipping the grind. Yeah, man, these dudes skipping the grind. Yeah. That's right. Put a Molly back. Clap, 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 clap. Dave Jack. Yeah, man, I was glad that Jamal did that. Man, just damn. He gotta just learn how to refrain from saying stupid. Like you just gotta realize you can't say shit about Deontay Wilder, you know. And EJ done his local stuff, but then when you do stuff like how he did for Jay, like you can't talk about dudes when they doing shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't question a person's heart or character when they so well respected. Because then you're gonna get hate and backlash for it. And do you have alligator skin? Can you take the backlash now?
He can't. He's not built like that yet. He's definitely not.
Right. So, I think, and then what ends up happening is, and you mentioned this before, splitting fans like Sean Porter and Earl, right? Like, man, you end up splitting fans. Like, don't do that. Because now you got to win all the Deontay Wilder people back over again. Yep. And he's so revered and so beloved. It's tough to do that when you say anything, to spite him. So, but today was, another step forward in like his progression, like in showing people who he is, where he can be lighthearted. He even mentioned something about his little brother. When he showed his card, he was like, "Yeah, Mel think he the big dog."
Yeah. And then Mel came in the chat. Yeah.
He better be careful though. Mel gonna come for his head tomorrow.
He already know. He probably went live today. Hey, he did say, I'm 160. I'm not 160. I was like, oh, you still.
Oh, I caught those subtleties. I caught about 3 or 4
He's still ducking, dog. He's still ducking. And he even said, I'm a duck. I'm a duck. I'm a duck. Hey, how about Devin? He's like, hi, how are you? What's your name? He's such a kid, man. He's such a kid, man. I love it. He was so kind. Hi, what's your name?
And Dev opened up to it. He was like, shit, you're going to be requesting the franchise tag.
Oh, man, that's funny. The 2 email chaps on the live together. Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny.
Hey, big bro, the homie driver said, did you work around Dinker Park area too? Because he said he know Mike the Mailman. Damn, I don't even know all his routes. I know he was in Compton though.
Mike the Mailman? Okay. Who's that? Who's Mike the Mailman? He's popular, huh?
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my older brother. He said, no, I was in Watts.
Oh, okay. Mike the Mailman is your brother?
Yeah, he in the chat right there. You see Puncho Estrada? He right there.
Oh, and he's a real mailman?
Yeah, he don't work for the post office no more, but yeah.
Okay, dope. That was and he was real popular and shit. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
You know, he a pretty boy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And social. You know what I'm saying? So when people see him, he got like an infectious enthusiasm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I get my my any swag that I do have. That's where that swag came from. You know what I'm saying?
Like retired.
Yeah. Yeah. When you grow up around suckers and you end up being a sucker, but when you got pants players and gangster players, that's what you end up having some of that DNA.
That's what's up.
And that character, and it rubs off on you. But anyway, back to this boxing shit. Let's see. Charlo fucking with everybody. Okay, King Nat. He says he fucking with everybody. Oh, he said, yeah, that's him, JJ.
Oh, that's for real? That's funny.
Young Malcolm, I'm the leader of the movement. I dispense.
Are you serious? That's Jarvis Mailman?
Yeah.
Oh man, what's up, man? Where you headed?
What's happening, Fred, man? See y'all holding it down again tonight, man. You had another classic tonight again and going down, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
Appreciate you over here, man. Hey, did y'all fellas, did y'all see that, did y'all talk about it? I might have missed it. You done had a few shows, and I've been in and out with catching some of the stuff, trying to keep up with the market. Did y'all catch Biden when he did that executive order for the Asian Americans during Black History Month?
No, I sure did not.
Yeah, he signed an executive order trying to relate it to COVID-19 as though they were being picked on. And I seen CNN had a couple specials on the Asian Americans as though they were being picked on, like a protection executive order. And he did that like within the last week of Black History Month, if I'm not mistaken. So check that out. And one other thing is the security for that Chauvin guy, the one that killed George Floyd. It's estimated that might cost the state up to like $30 million. Damn. And they were trying to pass a bill to raise the money, and they couldn't pass the bill because what they did is they not only for the court case, but all the police and all the National Guard, all of that stuff for the whole state, they estimated it to be that much money. A lot of damn money. I just wanted to bring that up because I don't know if y'all knew about those two things. That thing with Biden kind of like flew under the radar. I haven't really seen too much of anybody say anything about it. He kind of did it, and it didn't get a lot of play with too much of anybody said anything about it. I never seen nobody sign an executive order for Asian Americans. I just never seen nothing so fucking ridiculous.
I missed that. When's the trial starting?
I don't know exactly when it's starting. I know they're trying to ramp up with the security, so now they're putting up the fencing and getting the police there, and they're trying to get the National Guard and all those folks together. So therefore, that's where the funding part is coming from. That's where they're trying to get the money together for the funding. I don't know if it's starting this week or it's got to be starting soon if they're talking about money like that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fall back, Fred. I just want to let people know about that. I don't know if people knew about it because I hadn't heard nobody say nothing about it. But you fellas, y'all doing an excellent job as usual, man. I appreciate y'all show. Y'all keeping us up and informed.
Drive safe.
I'm gonna fall back.
Thank you. Shout out to the third
shift.
Fight talk. You just got here. You said who y'all got in the Barrios versus Tank fight. Yeah, you didn't say who you got though, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah, in that fight.
Fuck. It's gonna be in Texas. Barrios gonna win right now.
Damn. You believe that?
Yeah, I believe that.
All right. Damn. That's gonna shake things up. Does he lose stock by losing to Barrios, even though it's at 140?
Hell yeah. The business Mayweather Promotions is the biggest loser.
Man, the pound for pound boxing said the fans take a L.
It's not official yet, but let's say if it is, we're just talking the rumor, hypotheticals. Yeah, I think he loses. I haven't finished it, Mr. Pazor. I got to finish it before Friday because of Coming to America coming.
Damn, we got
I got to finish.
A newbie.
Who we got?
A newbie. He said, "What's more egregious, negotiations between Ryan and Pacquiao or Tank and Barrios?" His name is Marvin Rollins Sr. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
That's gonna live. Yeah, which one do you think?
Which is more egregious?
Right, negotiations between Ryan and Pac, or Tank and Barrios.
Tank and Barrios because it affects me more.
What about the sport?
The sport. Ryan Garcia, Manny Pacquiao?
Because it affects more fighters.
I mean, it puts Gary Russell out of business for the year. He just fights a mandatory. Shakur Stevenson is not getting Oscar Valdez next. He's gonna have his next fight may not be till August because they keep on pushing back Frampton. You know, it's. I mean, they search high and low for Barrios, man. Like that's just a shame. What they
no, they didn't have to search. Actually, that's the easy pickings.
No, yeah, because he's with the same team. But I'm like, damn, like all these other people you could have picked. You know. Yeah, so.
Well, Richard said, I got nobody in that fight. He said that fight, along with the T.O. fight, should air on public access.
I'm definitely not paying for it. Definitely not paying for that shit. I just want
life. Yeah.
The biggest picture is do Tank got any friends? Tank got any business allies?
I just see Tank hanging out with his dudes from BMO.
I mean, that's an all-time, like this is an all-time glitch right here. Have him go at the 140. He ain't never had abs. Let him get abs first. You know, like, man, I want this guy to win, man. I root for Tank, man. I really do.
Yeah, but pound for pound boxing said Floyd needs to stop giving us fights that nobody asked for. Yeah, nobody.
No one asked. No one checking for that shit. Hey, here's a great quote. Someone in boxing: if they can't give our community the fights we want to see, don't ask for our support.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to phrase this because I need to ask the question that I need to ask the question for the statement that you asked to Dre. When you asked Andre Ward, or when you mentioned to him, when you mentioned us supporting him when he was going through the Sergey Kovalev fight, when he said it wasn't about race.
Yeah.
And then he said, and you mentioned the support, and he said, I didn't ask you to support me.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah, you know, I haven't even watched that interview, but that emotion just hit me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was disgusting.
I watched the shit and my whole shit. You know how they say, whole face in or you'll drop your jaw to the floor. I was like, damn, he didn't just say that.
Yeah, right.
Remember, Virgil was talking about it at the press conference when he was calling him Sergio. And he talked about the Americans and Russians going to war and the race that is fueled by race. And I'm like, damn, Drake just said that. Like, whew. So I want to ask the fighters. I need to figure out how to phrase it though. When we support you now, later on after you find success or after you retire, you know, are you going to change your stance? I don't know. I'll figure it out though. Right. But yeah, I need to ask that question too. Just like we need to figure out who their best friends are. So when they start ducking fades.
Yeah. Speak now, if ever hold your peace.
Yeah. Let me see. Frank Reggie said Tank's friends get stuck on page 1 of Dr. Seuss books. Damn. Yeah, that's cold.
That's hard. That's fighting words, man. That's fighting. Oh man, I'm serious. Do Tank got any leadership in this team? You know, like who's suggesting, hey, Floyd calls Tank. Leonard Ellerbe calls Tank. Hey, I got to fight for you, Mario Barrios at 140. Yeah, I like that fight, man. Hey, you could be a 3-division world champion. No one's ever done that from the DMV area. Oh, really? Not even Sugar Ray. No, Sugar Ray has never won 3. No, not even. So
stats like that I don't know. So if you ask me, I wouldn't know because I don't. That stuff don't mean shit.
No, it does. I don't know it to be true. I'm just saying how they sold him on the fight.
Yeah,
I'm just making shit up right now.
No, even if it was true though, you could say that. I think that's a Manny Pacquiao thing more than the Floyd thing. 8-division world champion, and the guy's got 8 losses, 3 draws, 1 no contest, but because people say 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao gets a ton of respect. So I think that dudes are looking at that like, oh, all I got to do is go and collect a bunch of belts from different divisions, which is what Canelo ended up doing. But I think I started with Manny Pacquiao, right?
Right.
Trash.
Gotta make sure I don't hang you up.
And this is what it feels like.
951, what's up?
Hey, Fred, what's up with it, man? This is Derek from California, man.
Hey, what you got, big homie?
Hey, man, I was just thinking about that Tank Davis thing, man. Oh, hey, don't you think that's a big thing Tank is doing, man, to decide to go up and fight somebody bigger than him? Don't you think that's a good thing he's doing, man?
Hell no. Hell no. I think that shit terrible.
So you don't think Tank got a chance to win that fight at all, huh?
No, I think he has a chance to win, but I just think it's bad long term for his career.
Even if he wins?
Yeah, because he'll never get to 130 again.
I agree with that. He'll never make 130 again, and he is too small for 140.
Yeah, how you gonna beat Regis? How you gonna beat Jose Ramirez?
Yeah, really, I agree with you. But I would like to see him make this move. I think he'll destroy Barrios, man.
Well, I mean, I want him to win. I'll be rooting
I know
for
you
him.
do.
I'll be rooting for him, like for real. I'm not buying it though. Hell no. Fuck that shit. You gonna buy it though. You gonna buy it.
Well, I will definitely buy it. I'm fired when I first heard about it. I'm a Barrios fan,
Oh, you are?
And
okay. Dope.
Oh yeah.
Okay, dope.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And to see Tank move up
you in
and take
Compton?
that kind of chance, man. Hey, I'm all for it, man.
You in Compton? You live in Compton?
Yeah.
I knew it, nigga. I knew you lived in Compton. I knew it, nigga.
Yeah, but not now. I'm from Compton, though. I'm in Riverside right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it back. Oh, man. Hey, you in the mood to laugh some more, man?
Yeah, talk about it.
Hey, you got a big sense of humor, right?
Oh, of course.
All right, good. So the first time you called in, right? And oh man, and you were stuttering, right? And you were stuttering. You got me stuttering now and shit. See, you fucked me up. And we cried laughing, man. We cried. Yeah, and I was gonna post it, and I was like, man, I don't know him too well. That was his first time calling in, man. But and so, but it was just, man. We had
Yeah. I gotta get to the point where I try to talk too fast, man. And my
it's okay. It's okay.
Double up on me, you know what I'm saying?
No, I stutter too sometimes. So
yeah.
It was just funny as hell, man. Don't watch yesterday's show. All right. You're gonna cry laughing.
I got you.
Drew Titan, you made Drew Titan cry last night, man.
What?
He was in tears, man. He was in tears, dog. But it's all love, man. I just want you to know it's all love, man. And I said I'm not posting that clip until I holler at you, man, because I want you to tell your friends about us, man. I want you to feel like you're a part of the barbershop, man. I want you to come back.
Oh man, hey, Fred, you the man, bro. I ain't got nothing but love for you,
no,
bro.
I just want you to know that, man. All right, like. Wednesday is gonna be you. Thursday is gonna be me. Okay. All right.
Hey, Fred. Hey, man. You have a good one, bro. Stay up. Stay strong, bro.
Appreciate you, big homie.
All right.
Oh yeah. Hey. You got to drop your cash app. because we got to reward you, man. We were in stitches last night, dog. And I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Like, I mean, I'd rather tell the truth, but it's out of love. It's not out of disdain or anything like that. You had us in tears last night, dog. And it was just funny, man. It was just funny. And Drew Titan said for you to drop your cash apps. So we'll do that tomorrow.
All right, Freddie. Good looking out, my brother.
I appreciate you, big homie. All right, peace, man. Why was that funny?
Damn. No, because even his laugh was a stutter.
I just want him to feel comfortable though, man, because now hey, do you tell your friend a nigga got a booger in his nose, you just let the niggas leave the house? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, man, just leave it out open. Now we can have some fun. Now we can relax, man. Shit, you know, relax and everybody happy now. Shit, I don't like going into a room where I got to keep a secret, nigga. That's obvious. There's the elephant, nigga. Look at the elephant. There it is. It's right there. So,
yeah.
Now I'm about to post that shit on my Instagram. That shit funny as fuck. So
I had to pause the phone. I had to mute the phone when you was on the phone.
I know.
Yeah, he's straight out of Mobile, Alabama, talking about he's from Compton. Man, if you don't stop it.
Exactly that. No, because of the Compton Cowboys, nigga. That's what I was thinking. Because he's a Barrios fan.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Shit.
Yeah, that nigga from Compton. That nigga go to Bledsoe's. That nigga go to Bledsoe's, nigga. And
Jay Dixon said, getting paid to stutter. Damn.
What'd he say?
Oh, shit. Jay Dixon, fool. He said getting paid to stutter. Damn.
No, he was the highlight of the show, man. Last night's show gave me a headache. That's how funny it was.
Whew. Yeah, that's how I felt, man. Listen, for me, the fucking moment, like when Dr. Inky was on, where he was just going, that was the funniest shit because I fell on the floor and I had a shorty right there and she was just baby girl was like, damn, what the fuck is going on? And I couldn't stop. I was literally, you know, motherfuckers put ROTF, L, whatever. I was literally rolling on the floor laughing.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we got celebrity in the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? He did a good job on what was that, Harlem Nights?
He did. Great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Boot to the champ. Damn. Yeah, JJ, that Dr. Inky, that shit was fuck.
That shit was funny, dog. Cause I'm sitting there like, who gonna say something? Cause I'm about to say something. This nigga just talking.
Shout out to Joe Jack. He just subbed to the channel. Appreciate you, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
Austin Trout calls out Adrian Broner. I like that fight.
Who did?
Adrian Broner and Austin Trout.
Nah, you do?
Yeah, because who Adrian Broner gonna fight?
Shit, didn't Austin Trout, wasn't he fighting at 54 for a minute?
No, he's 47 now.
No, but wasn't he fighting at 54, right?
Yeah.
Right now. So, man, he gonna be. See, his thing is he gonna be bigger than AB. Now, AB got have problems cutting weight, but then when he don't cut weight, his cardio is not great. Yeah. Now, what weight? Good question, Kyle. Yeah. Given Quality for Life said, "Why you like that fight?" Why you like that fight?
I mean, because Adrian Broner is not gonna fight the guy from Louisiana. Who else can he fight at 140? Both 140s going up. He can't fight the top ranked fighters. Maybe he can fight Danny Garcia.
Okay.
No, AB not going to 140, man.
All right, we shall see. Damn, I'm just still laughing at these comments, man, from that laugh. When he called in, because it was like, uh-oh. Damn. Shit. Yeah, all right. Well, shit, y'all gonna pay to see AB anyway, man. I know how y'all do it, dog. Talk all that shit, y'all gonna pay to watch him fight. Yeah.
None of that shit.
Hell no, JJ. Hell no, Austin Trout ain't going down to 140.
Nah, he fought at 148 his last fight. I mean, if they can't find an opponent for Crawford, why not Crawford? Like,
yeah. I mean, AB don't turn down no fades though. I don't remember him turning down no fades.
I think Trout to beat him if he gonna throw 200 punches.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. No, but you said Bud, right?
Oh, but I mean, I think that's an interesting fight. I think Crawford is the favorite.
Yeah, Crawford gonna beat the shit out of AB.
Oh, AB. Oh, for sure. I was thinking Austin Trout.
Oh, okay. I got you. Damn. Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
That's an interesting fight, right?
Yeah. I think that fight might look like how Kell Brook looked in the first round. Yeah. Interesting. That's good, Fred. Put that shit out there. Put it on the page.
Yeah, for sure. And we're gonna bring that up when Bob comes in. Austin Trout versus Crawford. He's not even thinking about Austin Trout.
Who is Austin Trout with?
He's a free agent. He's a free agent. Remember, he moved to that Impact Network.
Right. Damn. Okay. Yeah, Austin, we need you back in here, man. We need you in the shop, man. Yeah, we need to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, AB and Regis. I think that's the best thing for AB, him and Regis, just in terms of the. We don't see AB really winning none of these fights. If he ends up fighting a Mario Barrios or somebody, actually that would have been a good fight.
Who?
Mario Barrios and AB.
Oh shit, Barrios.
That's more his speed.
Okay, Barrios and AB. How about with it? How about they make that fight?
Yeah, that makes more sense, right?
What's wrong? I'm glad we finally got to the conclusion. Thank you. We finally got to the solution. AB versus Barrios is the solution.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we somewhere. Damn.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me see.
Answer was right in front of us.
To remind Bob that Trout is unsigned. But unsigned because he don't want to be signed to nobody, though. Let's see.
I like that. That's shit. I like AB versus Barrios, and I'm curious to see Austin Trout at 47. That's interesting to me. That's interesting.
Put him on the IG right now, Fred. Put him on there.
He's coming down with power. He has the power. Great ring generalship. You know, long jab for 47. Long jab. Interesting. Obviously, Terrence Crawford is, they say, the cream of the crop. I'm interested. That's a compelling fight, especially given where we're at in boxing.
Yeah.
We're not getting Porter versus. It looks like we're not getting Porter versus whoever. What's that guy's name? Bud. You know, we're definitely not getting Thurman versus Bud. So interesting. Or Richardson versus Barrios. Yeah, either one. Richardson versus AB is an interesting fight. You get that cross promotion with whatever. What's the guy's name? Mayweather Promotions.
No, I think Richard with because he's fighting at 40, right? Richard Hitchens. So Hitchens, Richardson. I don't want to say Richardson Hitchens. Him and Easter.
Yeah.
So AB versus them, and on that card they can put them on the right.
I like that.
We building the card.
AB versus Barrios and Easter versus
Richardson.
I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post it. Let me help PBC out. Y'all need matchmakers, dog. Y'all need matchmakers.
Yeah. Dr. Professor, that's who I thought it was going to be. I thought that would have been the easiest fight to make for them, you know, because Tank said it wasn't at 135 or 130, and he said it was a champion. So I figured it would probably be Rolly, but I mean, I guess Floyd don't want to do nothing in-house. He want to, I don't know, Raleigh, I know he got that bullshit decision win, but doesn't he have a loss already on his record?
Nah, he won his last. He actually looked really good in comparison to the fight we all laughed at.
Yeah. KJ said that's a good card. Yeah.
Yeah, I like AB against Barrios. Either he move on or he get out the way. And that Hitcherson Robert Easter is very interesting. Richardson got to move up now. It's time. Like, you can't be, you know what I mean? It's time for him to have a step up fight. And Easter be good. Easter's a 12-round fighter. He's probably not gonna knock you out. You know, you got to solve him a little bit. You got to, you know, you got to figure him out, get inside that jab, you know. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Jay Dixon, Raleigh is at 135. He got a piece of one of those. I think it's the WBA. I think he got a piece of that. It's either that or I'm pretty sure that's it. He's got like the WBA silver or something. But yeah, he's there at 135. Yeah. Damn, time flew. Shit, it's after 12.
Wow,
oh, shit.
It's 3 hours already. Oh shit.
Damn. But you know, man, look, it's Friday in the barbershop. We ain't got nothing tomorrow, man. So wait, is today Thursday?
No, tomorrow's Thursday. Got Jamie tomorrow.
I'm tripping. Jamie, that's right. All right, cool. So you want to tell them who we got tomorrow? And
Jamie Alexander, the beautiful, the lovely Jamie Alexander.
Yes. And damn, you haven't dropped the link in a minute. How we gonna get the funds up? Ain't nothing but a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Can you put that in there real quick? Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please drop your city in there so we could get you some love and get your city a little bit of props on our way out of here, because we're going to head over to the boxing section, TBS, with the brother Kyle, young cuz Kyle. And we're going to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
We got 2139 in there, man. We getting there. 2139. We getting there. 2139. Go drop a cup of coffee in there, man. Go donate some moolah so we can have our award show.
Yeah. Everybody on the main page, come and slide over here if we want to give y'all some love on the way out. There's still about 50 people over there. Slide over to page 2. Let's see. All right. They putting them in. They putting it in. Cletus. No, me and Cletus was clowning yesterday.
Young bud.
Yeah. All right, cool. They coming through.
Patricia, what's up, Patricia?
Hey, Queen. Not San Bernardino. What do you say? The one from Compton. What's his name in the chat? Do you know?
Oh, I got to get his name. Appreciate you coming in though.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Boom. Yeah, they coming. I see them. You dropped the link in there? Okay, boom. There it is right there at 12:06. Barbershop Conversations. Put the link in there. Y'all tap that link real quick. And then after that, y'all see the boxing section TBS. We're going to be there in about 5 minutes. So let's give some love to the family. Fredo, you want to give some love to?
I want to give KJ some love. I want to give Patricia Shelton all that love. Reggie, Sir Reggie Owens, once again, in the boxing section, man. In about 10 minutes, we're going to be over at the boxing section. And Breon Manley. Like Dexter Manley. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Good looking now, family. All right. So we got our brother Salt Lake City's own Utah, my brother Mark Wunderlich. What up? The boxing section, TBS, young cuz Kyle. See you in the building. South Central Zone 90047. Boxing Conversations with the awesome, wonderful, and phenomenal big brother Reggie Owens. Got Breon Manley in the building. Ellenwood, Georgia. Peach State. Yeah, got Kenneth Johnson in the building. He said the birthplace of Larry Hoover in Richmond, right?
Big Meat.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Larry Hoover. Didn't work. Oh, by the way, we dropped part 1 of Leon Muhammad. So it's up. Go check it out. DB's finest. I separated the boxing from the social stuff.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Good looking. Dr. Professor 513 Cincinnati. Salute to the family. Salute to Doc. And the Queen, Patricia Shelton, she said, Fred. 502 King. He said 502. Ali City. Yes, indeed. Ali City. Dave Jack, Detroit, 313. East Side. Yeah, got Rutledge in the building. 318 Port City.
That nigga crip walking.
Man, let me see. S. Riddle 45 703 DMV in the building. Warren Richards family. He said peace family. Yova represent California, the 510 Hayward, California. Shout out to them Cali boys. Patricia Shelton said 317 in the building. D. Will. He said I'm in Alabama, but right now, but what? I'm in Alabama right now, but I ain't from here. Oh, okay. D. Will, where you from? But he in Bama. Shout out to 512 Cletus Smith. Cletus? He said, young cuz Mike. Jarvis Johnson, that Dinka area, 323. EJ, what up? 215. Eric Jenkins. E1K, he said, Dade County, Florida. And Mr. Tennessee himself, Hustler Slam, given quality for life. He said, Floyd not going to match Raleigh versus Tank when he can keep money with Raleigh as a champion. Yeah, well, we see. Raleigh ain't going to hold nothing for a while. Jay Dixon. Yeah, we got Jay Dixon. Dirty Somali Pirate P Boxing. Okay. Oh, you being stupid. There you go. You disappear forever. Blink. Dr. Professor J.A. C. Jones 0224 said, I don't like any fight with Broner anymore. Yeah. It's tough to watch. Definitely tough to watch. All right. Let's see. P. Good. He said AB is a tune-up. Yeah. AB getting there with Bud. I thought Fred was saying Bud. If AB getting there with Bud gonna tune him up real fast. Yeah. D Nice 201. He said AB versus Garcia. Not a bad fight. AB versus which Garcia? Shit, which Garcia? Maybe Danny. Mikey getting ready. Oh, by the way, did you see Virgil? You seen Mikey getting ready to him and Manny? They say they're in the final stages of solidifying that fight.
Yeah. I saw that shit.
Yeah. All right. I think we got everybody at the top. Let me slide back down for anybody that just came in late. D Nice. He said, oh, Danny. Okay. Got to give him for life. He said 412 Pennsylvania. Damn. And Patricia said Naptown. Damn. That's a bad word out here in LA. You can't say that when you come out here. You can't say that, the Queen. Let me see. Gump 88 in the building. 209916 NorCal. Yeah, he said Danny. Okay. Cool. And I think we got them all, bro. I think we got them all. You ready to do it?
Huh? What you talking about? Como?
Brother, did we get Rutledge? Yeah, we got Rutledge in the building. Yeah, we sure did. All right, just making sure we don't miss nobody, man.
And we just dropped the Leon Muhammad video, man. Go check it out, man. Part 1 and part 2. I'll drop part 2 tomorrow, and we'll do part 1. He had a lot to say. So
bang.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Mike 202 and shout out to Joe Jack, man. Appreciate y'all brothers. People Hernandez, we know you coming in soon. Don Juan DeMarco on the playback, and I know PPD, she done went to sleep. You done left early. But salute to the Queen, Patty Dane. Thanks again for making it happen. The magic happen. And Rob G Film. Rob G ain't in here too, but we're gonna play your part, man. In the meantime, groove out before we go slide over the cows. Play the song, fuck!
That's the first time.
Mr. Zor and my bro laughing. Poncho, yeah, she can't be saying that out here. That shit'll get her hurt. We gotta protect the Queen.
I come this way before, travel with open door. Circumstances navigate the path, and like happened on so fast.
I should have asked her, how's my songwriting? I know you could make it. You're an expert at that. And nothing can shake me, cause I know I took a hold of it. I never know.
This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life.
Life's a play with no rehearsal. Your role. Take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. Hey. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. It's all in what you do. Hey. The things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. And fist fight for millions. When much expected, much is given. Distance. Set with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine. People Hernandez!
People Hernandez!
For the children, it's a giving, gonna give it, be a blessing.
Rob G says,
it's my personal statement, running game like amazing. Determined to be the greatest, yeah. Bobbing and weaving and changing up like the season. The grind, so I do it for all my people.
Jamming the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common.
So you gotta give back, give love. I can finish Malcolm X tonight, man. Yeah, man. Got 30 more minutes. They just bombed this house. Life's a play with no rehearsal. They come for your role. Who knows all the words this song? I don't even know all the words. Because the devil is a lie. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey. So I know them, but I haven't sung the whole song. I have to do hey, 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 hey.
See, having them written down on paper different from singing them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I want to know though. Who in the chat knows all the words to the song?
I mean, I know the words, but I've never sung the whole song. I haven't sung the whole song though. I've sung them.
But you don't count.
Oh, okay. You don't count.
Yeah, we got to do a little contest or somebody.
We got to do a competition. Who know the song? Sing the shit, nigga. Sing the shit. You always stop at when the best fight for millions. Love y'all, man. Thank you, man. I love y'all, man. Thanks for fucking with me on the backup channel, man. I'm nothing, man. My life wouldn't have been the same, man, if y'all wouldn't have found me, man. Love y'all, man. Love you, DB. Thank you. 1 o'clock. Oh, 1 o'clock tomorrow, DB. 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
perfect.
yes,
Okay,
indeed.
thank you.
Phantom Brawler.
Peace.